The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday, playing for the right to advance into a single elimination in-season tournament, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Las Vegas. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVES. That's code MONEYMOVE for new customers to get $150 in bonus bet if your bet wins when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Yeah, go ahead and bring it over here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. College football playoff weekend kicked off the first round, and it was very uneventful. But you're here with us, and we thank you. No game within two scores, and that's not good. We understand the home teams had a decided disadvantage, especially when you're dealing with these high caliber football teams. But I don't think the college football playoff committee, I don't think they had this in mind. When you're getting beat by 3 scores, you're getting beat by 4 scores. That's not good. But here we are. Thank you for joining us again. You know who I am. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. That guy, Liberty City's own, Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button and do us another favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And because you're joining us tonight, thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your continued loyalty. And thank you for helping us become what we've become thus far. And with your continued support, we'll get even better and we'll grow even faster. So again, thank you. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. The holidays are upon us. And what better way to celebrate the holidays than with a bottle of Shea by Laportier? Now, we have expanded. We're going to be in about 16 stores. We just got distribution in Florida. We just got distribution in Illinois. So we'll be in those states at the top of the year, just not yet. So with that being said, if you cannot find Shea by Laportier in a city or a state near you, just order it. Shea by Laportier.Shea by Laportier.com cognac. We'll ship it right to your house. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to ensure you'll get it by the holidays. But that being said, we do have it in stock, and we can get it to you by the top of the year or the beginning of the new year. So, again, thank you for your support. And one more thing, please drink responsibly. Go check out my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. Our newest releases just dropped last week, and we have stocking stuffers such as beanies, koozies, and mugs. Quantities are limited, so make sure you grab yours. Hopefully everyone have received or started to receive their orders, with the remaining orders being delivered by Monday. And here's what the merch looks like.
Hey, can I tell you something real quick?
Yeah.
I'm very happy to announce that while I was here in New York, my package was delivered to the house. My little brother called me. He FaceTimed me. I want to thank my entire team, Unc, Ash, everyone else involved. Appreciate you for my package. So now you understand when I'm wearing it now for the next 2 to 3 months, you know why.
Oh, this is now officially my travel gear.
Hey,
when I get my black
there you go. There you go.
Look, I don't mean any harm, but I'll be in all black. So, hey, flight attendants and pilots, do not be alarmed. Here's the pants to go, the bottom, Ocho. And I didn't realize this, but check this out, Ocho. We got the zip up hoodie.
Ooh. But they ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing. I'm finna treat this like it's designer. I'm talking about high end. This is high end designer for me.
Yes. It is high
Yeah,
end.
oh
Trust
yeah.
me.
You ain't got to tell me twice. Have you felt the quality? Do me a favor. Go back and feel the quality
Absolutely.
on that cotton.
Well, we only gonna do
Hey,
stuff high
man,
end.
listen, boy,
Uh, that's why it costs a little more, and hopefully people
yeah.
appreciate that the cost. But we do use very, very high end quality fabrics because we don't
Yeah.
want after one or two washes it shrinks or it starts to discolor. So that's why the price point is where it is. And here are the stocking stuffers, the beanies or scullies or whatever you want to call them. We have those in stock. So thank you very much. Like I said, everyone should have started receiving their orders, and hopefully the remaining orders will be delivered by Monday, Tuesday. Hopefully you have everything by Monday and Tuesday. Guys, we really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you for your support of supporting all things Nightcap. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. And do us a favor, drop some comments and let us know what you think about the merch that you received and the quality of the merch that you received. Again, tickets for the Super Bowl show in New Orleans, our first spring tour stop. The tickets are on sale now. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. February 6th. What the hell did I do? Yeah, this. I'm writing all over it. Like Etch a Sketch. I write that thing like it's an Etch a Sketch. I done crossed out. I don't know. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. February 6th in New Orleans. Be there. You don't want to miss it. We have some great guests being lined up. Thank you so much again, guys. We've been nominated for 2 Sports Podcast Awards, Best American Football Podcast and Best Sports Comedy Podcast. Again, Best American Football Podcast and Best Sports Comedy Podcast. Those are the 2 awards that we've been nominated for. Please go show your support and vote. The link is at the top of the chat, pinned in our social pages and all of our social bios. Ocho, the number 8 Buckeyes of Ohio State, take down the number 9 Tennessee Volunteers by the score.
Take down.
Well, took apart.
Okay.
42 to. Go ahead.
I respect the committee. I respect the decisions. Obviously, everything is based on how you've done throughout the season as far as the committee is concerned when it comes to picking teams to make the playoffs. But it looks like I'm gonna let you go. It looks like Tennessee didn't even belong, not only on the field tonight, but in the conversation of even making the goddamn playoffs. I don't know.
Nobody this weekend. Indiana didn't look like they belong. Clemson, it'd have been very interesting. Had Clemson got it on 4th and goal, make it a 1-score game, would have been interesting. But SMU and Penn State, 2 pick sixes. The game was basically over for all intents and purposes before it got started. And we saw this game tonight. Tennessee really was never a threat. And they did a great job surviving because Ohio State gone in and gone up 28-0. I felt it was going to get really, really out of hand, even though this game ended up getting out of hand. I thought Tennessee could have made something out of it because they got to stop. But this game, for all intents and purposes, it really wasn't close. But what it does, it sets up a rematch between Ohio State and the number 1 Oregon Ducks at the Rose Bowl. Remember, Ohio State lost to the Ducks in Oregon, in Eugene. I think that's where they play. By the score of 32-31 on October 12th. So it's a very interesting matchup. I think Oregon is like, hold on, wait a minute. How we get a team like this and then these other teams get these others, not so much. How Penn State get Boise State? That should be reversed. We the number 1 team. We should get a lesser seed. But it is what it is. I think everybody is very excited that they're in the college football playoff that made it. Obviously, the teams that won Ocho, they're very excited that they get to move on, and they're 1 step closer to playing for the national championship. The funny thing too, also, listen, I love Ohio State. I love the way they've looked throughout the season. Obviously, Jeremiah Smith. I just want to say his name. Boy, young bull, boy, you special, boy. I've been watching you since high school. I've watched your growth. Obviously, at the college level right now, you look good. In the rematch of that game that they had October 12th, where I think it's different Oregon now, Unc. And I think that's why they're able to compete with some of the big dogs. The physicality up front. That Oregon is no longer small up front, defensively and offensively. The physicality in which they bring to the game now, along with the speed that they do have, it makes them that much more dangerous
to have to deal with when it's time to play. So that's going to be a good game. And I'm not sure if the end result would be any different than it did when they played October 12th.
Yeah. Didn't what you call them go for the 2-point conversion? Did Ohio State did Oregon pick up a first down or something? But anyway, it was a very good game. This was what we wanted to see from Oregon because normally when they step up in competition and they play bigger physical football teams, they normally succumb to that physicality. But not this time around. The Oregon Ducks, they took the number 1 seed and they haven't looked back. They really haven't been challenged a whole lot this year. So it's going to be very interesting to see what Ohio State can do. Because these teams that know each other, they played each other. So obviously there's a few new wrinkles, Ocho, that you want to add. But for the most part, we've had we scored 33. I mean, we scored 32 points. So we know we can score on them, but you don't have the advantage of playing at home. And don't let anybody tell you home field means something. There's a reason why everybody's scratching trying to get home field. Be it the NBA, be it the NFL, be it college, it does not matter. You want to play in front of your crowd. But this is supposedly a neutral site. This is what normally happens. The Big Ten normally would play before the college football playoff. The Big Ten would always play the Rose Bowl, which is the granddaddy of it all. So it would have the Pac-10 versus the Big Ten. No longer with the college, the bowl, the way it's set up. This is what we get now. But Ohio State looked really good. Will Howard was 24-29, 311 yards, 2 touchdowns. They ran the ball 33 rushes, 156 yards, 4 touchdowns. Like you said, Smith, 6 catches for $103, 2 tubs. Egbuka. We had 5 for 81, but they look really, really good, Ocho. I mean, Ohio State looked really, really good today. Tennessee is not a bad team, but I think the fact of being on the road, being in that environment, playing against a team that's equally as physical, have the same caliber athlete that you possess on the football field, I think it was a little bit too much for them to overcome. And their quarterback did not play particularly well. He didn't throw the ball well. 14 of 31, 104 yards. They ran it 39 times for 152. So that kind of shows you what they're trying to do with the game, trying to shorten the game. But what you're going to do, Ocho, when a team races out 21-0, you're kind of limited. You kind of have to throw your way back in a football game because you're going to run out of time. You run yourself out of the game trying to run your way back into the ball game. But Tennessee had a very good season. You figure they made the inaugural college football playoff. I think that's what you could expect from the Tennessee Volunteers. I don't think anybody expected any much more than that. But give the Ohio State Buckeyes credit. They played extremely well tonight. Anything else you want to add to that?
That's it, boss man. That's it.
All right. The Chiefs down the Houston Texans 27-19. Patrick Mahomes looked really, really good. Even though he had to suffer that high ankle sprain against Cleveland last week. Andy Reid says he spoils the dog out of us. Houston suffered a big, severe loss. Tank Dell catches a touchdown, holds on to the ball, but goes down with a severe knee injury. You could tell his teammates were distraught. CJ Stroud, who mentioned that he's his best friend, knowing it didn't look good, and he immediately pointed to his knee. Think about it. He held onto the ball as he knows something is going on severely with that knee. He did a great job of holding onto the ball, but man.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And obviously, I know a lot of people,
it is.
You look at the emotion on CJ Stroud's face. You see the other players that are part of the Texans. You see even the Chiefs players. I think people need to understand, I know there's a game going on, and when the whistle blows in between the lines, you are not friends. But you never want to see someone part of your fraternity, somebody part of your brotherhood. You never want to see him down. You never want to see him hurt, especially in a situation like that. It's unfortunate. My prayers to Tank Dell, hoping he has a speedy recovery on whatever the issue and the injury may be, and he gets back to full health and full strength, as fast as possible. As far as the game's concerned, the Texans didn't help themselves. today. At having a chance to even win the game. Obviously, turning the ball over, having 2 turnovers. Again, you pay double for those, especially playing against a team like the Chiefs who can score at will. And the Chiefs getting points off those turnovers, putting you behind the 8 ball somewhat in a sense. As far as the running game goes, they weren't able to get Mixon really going enough to kind of
Mm-hmm.
kind of threaten the pass game. Obviously, before Tank Dell went out, hell, he was the leading receiver. He had, I think, maybe 70 for 90 something, right.
Yeah, 6 for 96 and 6 for 98
Yeah,
on a
and a
touchdown.
TD, when he went down. And after that, the Texans weren't really able to get anything going. They weren't really get anything going. The running game was okay. It wasn't enough, for them to be able to do anything with this game. And you can't turn the ball over against the Chiefs, man. Now there was some questionable.
Not on the road. You can't turn the
Yeah,
ball over against any
yeah.
team on the road, Ocho, because you set
Mhm.
yourself up. You're asking
Trouble,
for
yeah, most
trouble,
definitely.
especially early in
Yeah.
the game. Like they had that one turnover early in the
You
game,
can't do it
Ocho.
against a team like
Uh,
this though. You can't do it
mm-mm,
because with
mm-mm,
it again, like
mm-mm.
you say it all the time. Moments matter in the game, and when
Yes.
15 has those moments when it matters most, 9 times out of 10, he's going to capitalize on those moments. You just can't. You got
Uh,
to give yourself a chance to even win the game.
I think the thing that's really helping the Chiefs, because if you look at their offense, I'm looking at I pulled up Mahomes'
Yeah.
numbers,
Uh-huh.
Ocho. He had 260 today. He had 159 against Cleveland. He had
Mhm.
210 against the
Yeah.
Chargers, 306 against Vegas, 269 against Carolina, 196 against Buffalo, 266 against Denver, 291 against
Mhm.
Tampa, and another 260. But if you go back and look at, he's only turned the ball over 3 times in the last
Yeah.
8 games. And I think that's why you're not going to win close. It's hard to win close
Yes, sir.
ball games when you turn the
Right.
ball over. If you look at their record against one, I think they won 15 or 16
Mhm.
straight in one
Yeah.
possession games. That just goes to, I mean, I don't know if any other
Mhm.
quarterback, with the way his offensive line opened holes for the defenders to come get him. I don't know, Ocho, and they don't really have explosive
Yeah.
plays. If you go
Mhm.
look at it, they have the most 10 play
Mhm.
drives, but they're like 27th or
Mhm.
28 in 20 plus
Yeah.
yard
Near the
plays.
bottom.
So that just goes to
Mhm.
show you they're nickel and diming their way down
Yeah.
the field. But you know this, as the field gets condensed, as you get into the
Mhm.
red zone, now it gets harder and harder because guys are not going to dissipate. They don't have
Right.
to move as far because they know you can't do anything but drop the ball
Right.
in front. We come make
Mhm.
a tackle. But Patrick Mahomes has done a great job of protecting the football, especially the last 5 games. He hasn't fumbled, hadn't thrown an
Mhm.
interception. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, last five
Yeah.
games, Ocho, he has zero. He has
Hey,
zero
listen.
interceptions, and that's what gives them an opportunity to be in all these games. So now it's a one-score
Mhm.
game, Ocho. We need to get into field goal
Mhm.
range to beat you. We need a
Right.
touchdown to
Mhm.
beat you.
And he
We can
won.
get
And
that
see,
done.
it's stuff like this, it's small things like this that you just mentioned that the casual fan doesn't pay attention to. When it matters most, we at the end of the season. Who do you want the ball in, and whose hands do you want the ball in at the end of the game? It matters
Patrick Mahomes.
every time. Every time.
Yeah, in the last 25 years, I don't know if you want anybody the ball in anybody's hands. The only person that you can categorically say you want the ball in
12,
their hands over the last 25
12.
years is
Yep, that's
Tom
it.
Brady. Nobody else is
Yeah.
even close. And that's not a knock on any of the other great
Right.
quarterbacks because they've been some
Oh
great
yeah.
quarterbacks. Don't
Right.
get me wrong. You talk about Peyton Manning, you talk about
Mhm.
Big Ben, you talk about Drew Brees, or you talk about a
Mhm.
Lamar, you talk about a
Right.
Joe Burrow, you talk about
Josh Allen.
whomever. There's only one guy that you say
Mhm.
hands down, and maybe now after what he's been
Mhm.
doing over the last 3 years,
Yeah.
Ocho, because you're like, damn, they lose Tyreek, one of the most dangerous wide receivers in not just
In the
recently, in the
history of the
history.
game.
And they won back to
Mhm.
back Super Bowls. He's a back-to-back MVP, and he snuck another 5,000-yard passing season and a regular season
Mhm.
MVP in there. It's hard to say you'd rather take somebody over him in the last 25 years other
Yeah.
than Brady.
I mean, it's not. If you watch the game of football, you understand that no matter who you're a fan of, no matter what team you like, if when you look at the body of work and its totality
Yes,
and what Mahomes has been able to
right.
do, regardless to the pieces changing around him, and still being able to compete not only at a high level but compete for a Lombardi and the championship, understanding that it doesn't matter what you move around me, as long as I'm always on
Right.
point. when it comes to my decision making with the ball in my head, not putting my team in harm's way when it matters most, you're gonna always have a chance.
Ocho, your TV is on. It's reflecting in the back.
It is?
Yeah.
There it is. How about that?
Yeah.
You know, I'd be a little nervous now. I'm scared of the dark now, so I just had the TV on for a little extra lighting.
Yeah, Ocho, I think what hurts even more is that his teammate, the one that got him on the injury, because he just happened to be there, and he falls back on his knee. Friendly fire. It happens, Ocho. It happens a lot of times when receivers are blocking and the pile's coming, and you get rolled up on, or defender, you trying to make a tackle and your guy get you. But it's tough. Because they had started remember they missed what Nico Collins missed 2 or 3 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month. Yeah. And then now you just getting them back, and now you see CJ starting to try to get a rhythm, get back in sync with those guys, and now he goes down. Now goes down Tank Dell, who's their second best receiver. You've already lost Stephon Diggs, so now Mechie and the other guys are going to have to step up to help Nico Collins do some of that heavy lifting. I thought one of the turning points of the ball game was a 3rd and 6, and CJ got the blitz in his face. He did a great job of getting the ball out, and the ball hit Dalton Schultz in the hand, and he dropped it.
But hold on, hey Unc, as soon as I said it, why the fuck did I think about you? You always said if the ball is below your waist, your hand placement has to be on. You can't catch a 3rd down and trying to catch the ball below your waist with your hands up like this.
You can't. You got to turn the other way.
Hands the other way. So you fighting the ball.
Yeah, because the thing is, Ocho, you do it like that, and that ball hit is gone down to the
bingo,
ground.
And that's exactly what it did.
Yep.
And listen, small things, little things, but it makes a difference because if you catch that 3rd down, it makes a difference in the game. It keeps the drive going.
Yep.
Damn.
You're absolutely right. And so it also hurts. There's nothing more disheartening, Ocho. You get a nice touchdown, everybody celebrating, and the kicker bring his funky ass on the field and miss the PAT. man, I don't care what anybody say. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm like, damn, bro, how you missed that?
Listen, ever since they moved the field goals back, ever since they narrowed the goalposts, the field goal.
That was a Coach Belichick decision. Coach Belichick was the one that really recommended it. He said because it was too automatic. So guys were making 96% of the kicks. And it was almost a foregone conclusion. Now it's not a foregone conclusion.
Not at all.
We just saw somebody who just caught a touchdown, Ocho. Somebody just had to cut touchdown and they missed the PAT that would have tied the game.
Yeah.
Who was that? And that was recently.
I don't know, but listen, if that was Bill Belichick's idea, I think it was very good, especially for the game because it puts everything at limbo because you never know. No matter how good kickers are, your Justin Tuckers, your Buckners who missed one last week, Tucker who missed some last week. I don't think
Commanders against the Cowboys. Remember the Commanders against the Cowboys? He hit Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin goes 89 yards, and the guy comes out there and he missed the PAT.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
So the Baltimore Ravens defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers by the score of 34-17. They clinch a playoff spot, move one game. Now they win. Pittsburgh lose. They take over sole possession of the AFC South. The two teams are tied atop the division at 10-5, heading into the final 2 weeks of the regular season. The Ravens stressed ball security all week, turning the ball over 19 times in the past 9 games against the Steelers. Today, it was the Ravens that forced the takeaways. They forced the pick 6. Marlon Humphrey picked Russell Wilson after Minka Fitzpatrick had picked Lamar Jackson. And then Russell Wilson, I don't know why he didn't slide because Russell normally slides, but
the fumble.
Got into a situation. He thought he could run the guy over, and the guy walloped him. And the ball popped out because, Ocho, they're going in to score a touchdown. And now you don't even get any points out of that drive. They take the ball and go back down the field the other way. But the Ravens played really good today.
Very. But hold on.
Hey, Chad, did y'all notice anything today?
Hey, it is. There you go.
Did y'all notice anything today?
How many carries, huh? How many?
24 carries, $162. 24 carries. Now, guess how many throws Lamar Jackson had? 23.
Hey, one.
Oh, you can tell Unc just watched the highlights. Unc ain't watching no games. Unc has watched 1,000 games. And Unc understands how the game goes. That guy in the backfield makes the game a lot easier for Lamar. Because now he's shooting fish in a barrel. You know why? Because when he sticks that ball in that number 2 belly and he pulls it out, all of a sudden them safeties running downhill. Because it's very hard to stop 6'2", 245 pounds with a light box.
Especially coming downhill now. You want somebody that big. You want them going east to west. Now if they're going east to west, it's okay. You got a chance. But once he's coming downhill, man, listen. May God be with you.
But you know what, Ocho? They did something different. They did a lot of. They actually put him in the offset, and he did a lot of rolling back. Get the ball going one way, and he ran it back. But give that Ravens offensive line credit. They did an outstanding job today, because you talk about a team that gives up 94 yards a game rushing. And today, they ran the ball 38 times for 220 yards.
Yeah, really well. Listen, I'm not sure. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ash. If anybody that can hear me in the back, I think Lamar against the Steelers, he might have been 1-3, maybe 1-4, something like that against the Steelers. So this is one of his first times winning in convincing fashion in somewhat of a playoff atmosphere. This is what it would be like. This is what it would be like. Obviously, I wouldn't say you would be playing the Steelers, but still a game of this magnitude where everything needs to go right. Everything needs to go right.
Yeah.
Offensively, defensively, they play very, very well. And for Lamar, obviously, kudos to him as well. I think he has 37 touchdowns, passes he's thrown this season.
Yeah, I think he has 37 and another 3 rushing. So he has 40 touchdowns with 4 interceptions. He has a couple of fumbles, but he has fewer than 8 turnovers with 40 interceptions. Now everybody keeps saying with those numbers, y'all didn't say those numbers last year because Lamar Jackson had 23 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Y'all said it was the record. Look at his team. Now y'all want to flip it because y'all guy got the better numbers, and y'all don't want to look at the record. So what are we doing? Is it record? Because y'all make it seem like Josh Allen got 22 yards passing. I just go by what y'all said, because last year when Lamar Jackson had 23 passing touchdowns, Ocho, and 8 interceptions, they said Lamar was the MVP because look at the record, Shannon. Isn't it about winning or is it about stats? I just want to know. Buffalo's record, is it about winning or is it about stats? I'm just asking, Chad. Y'all enlighten.
Listen, it depends on who you ask. It depends on who you ask. No, your answer's going to change. Depending on who you ask, the goalpost going to move too now. But, it all depends on who you ask.
Damn, the goal line. I mean, I thought the field was 100 yards. Y'all, it's 150 now. Damn, I wonder why I didn't score.
Can I ask you a question with an honest answer?
Yes, sir.
Hey, chat, y'all let me know also in the chat. If you had to pick today, if there was an MVP tomorrow for you, based on what they've done this season, I'm not sure I don't know how you gauge it. I don't know how you grade it. Who is your MVP? Be honest. Be honest with yourself. And, take the favoritism out. Even if it is your team, who's MVP?
Yeah. Boy, that's tough. It's tough, man, because it's hard to ignore Lamar's season. The man has 37 passing touchdowns with 4 interceptions, and he's probably around, 4,000 yards? What did he have, 30? Because he was like 3,700 yards. So he's going to be over 4,000 yards. Tell me you had Lamar Jackson passing for 40 touchdowns and 4,000 passing yards in the season when he got drafted. That wasn't on anybody's bingo card, because a lot of people said he should move to running back or he should switch positions. And so not only is he going to have these numbers, he's a 2-time league MVP, a potential 3-time league MVP. Here's the problem that he's running into. We had this conversation on First Take. Is Lamar Jackson's career a failure if he doesn't win a Super Bowl? I said no. I said it's a disappointment because no other 2-time league MVP has failed to win a Super Bowl. And at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's left off this resume. Now, we can't change it because we like that, because we hold that against guys that don't win, especially they say, well, you don't judge Josh Allen. Josh Allen ain't got no MVPs. Well, you don't judge Joe Burrow ain't got no MVPs. Justin Herbert ain't got no MVPs. So we have to judge Lamar because there's only 3 guys that got MVPs, regular season MVPs, that's still playing. Aaron Rodgers got 4 MVPs. He has a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes got 3 Super Bowls, got 2 MVPs. He got 3 Super Bowls. So the only other guy that's playing in the league right now that has a league MVP
is Lamar.
Jackson. Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes.
Some people will be upset. Some people will argue the fact that Lamar Jackson is treated unfairly based on the standard in which we hold him to because of those MVPs.
No.
But that is the standard that we hold players to.
That's the standard,
once they achieve, something of that. Yeah.
Thank you.
But people
I'm glad you're saying it, what needs to be said.
But people don't see it that way, especially when it's a player you like, especially when you're a fan of said player. They're able to separate and compartmentalize it, and separate. Hell, okay, he had 2 MVPs, but still look at the season he's having. If he doesn't happen to win a Super Bowl, it's still okay to them.
Lamar Jackson has thrown for 12 more touchdowns than what he had last year with 2 games to play. He's already at basically 400 yards, 400 more passing yards than what he's thrown for last year. He was 25-5 last year. He won the MVP because they were 14-2. QBR, he was first in QBR last year. He's second in QBR this year. And I think what's going to hurt him, Ocho, is that he got a guy that's got 1,500 plus yards rushing in his backfield.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to look at this and say, hold on, Josh Allen lost Stephon Diggs. Josh Allen lost Gabe Davis. Josh Allen lost Micah Hyde, Poirier, Tre'Davious White, Von Miller was in and out of the lineup. So they're looking at all the pieces that he didn't have. And it says he got his team with the potential. Now, it's all going to be all for naught. If the Chiefs beat the Ravens, if the Chiefs beat the Steelers on Christmas, it doesn't matter because they'll be 15-1 with 1 game to play, and the Bills already have 3 losses. So it doesn't matter what would happen after that. So they would be, at worst case scenario, they finish 15-2, potentially 16-1 if they go beat the Broncos. But I see a scenario where Patrick Mahomes is not stepping on the field against the Denver Broncos if they win that game next week. So with that being said, I think it's very hard to ignore what Lamar is doing. But I think the thing is because Josh has been so spectacular in the national televised games, because we just saw him go on the road and do what he did at Detroit. And even on a losing record, he did something that hadn't been done in 70 years. He threw for 3 touchdowns. He ran for 3 touchdowns. And then we saw the guy run for a touchdown, catch for a touchdown, throw for a touchdown in the previous week. So it's going to be very, very hard for Lamar to overcome that. But it's a 2-man race. I thought it was a 2-man race the last 2 weeks of the 2 weeks. But Lamar's right there. And everybody's like, well, Josh Allen won the MVP last week when he went to Detroit and did what he did. I said, no, he didn't. I said, Lamar Jackson is right. Lamar Jackson is right there. And he absolutely 1,000% is right there. Derrick Henry, again, 24 for $162. Also, with that being said, Derrick Henry is an elite company with his 4th 1,500-yard rushing season, which only trails Barry Sanders, who has 5. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Barry finished his last season with 1,498.
And
walked away. Because if I'm not mistaken, he played the Ravens. He had 1,500, and I think he got tackled for a loss. Oh, he played 1,491? But he was in the Russian titles. He had the Russian title won. They asked Barry, did he want to go back in and win the Russian title? And he told him no. He said, I'm good. The Russian title, Ocho, let that sink in. He said,
listen, do you know the backstory behind that? I mean, the real backstory on why he said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. It got to be bad, man. It got to be bad.
Well, he felt like Barry was really close. They had all of a sudden they had gotten rid of Glover, who was one of his best friends, who was the center. He ended up going to Seattle. They had started moving pieces, and he didn't see them bringing the pieces in that help him compete for a title. He's like, I'm out here doing all this, but for what? So I walked away. And they thought by holding his money hostage and making him pay that, he was going to come out, Barry. I could be wrong, but when I look at Barry and I talk to Barry was good at football. I don't know if he loved football. His dad loved football, and he loved his dad. because his dad always gave him that carrot to chase. He say, son, you good, but you ain't Walter Payton. You good, but you ain't Jim Brown. Because those are the guys that his dad grew up watching. And Barry was trying to get his dad's approval. I believe his dad he sincerely loved his son, but he wanted his son to chase that level of greatness. And he felt the only way that he could get him to do that was to like tell him that he wasn't better. Mr. Sanders, I don't know. I saw Walter play. I never got a chance to see Jim play. But boy, you had to see this man play to appreciate just what you were watching, because we had never seen anything like it, and you'll never see anything like it again.
Absolutely not.
He could play it. He could stop on one foot. He could stop playing with both feet. You don't see guys playing with both feet. I'm talking about hop, come to a stop, and take off again. If you average up the yards that he lost, he might have rushed for 20,000 yards. He rushed for 15,000. Let that sink in. He rushed for 15,000 yards in 10 seasons. No, I don't want to. I couldn't imagine Barry behind the Cowboys offensive line, a line that Emmett ran behind. I couldn't imagine him behind the offensive line that they got right now. No, it wouldn't be fair. How you gonna put him behind that? Oh, y'all want to see the man rush for 2,000 yards like 4 or 5 times, huh? It'd be like, man, come on, man. You gotta understand, like I said, he rushing behind that, but he was sensational. It is absolutely, the MVP is a 2-man race. And I think whomever wins this race, if you make me bet money that means something to me, I would say Josh. But this would probably be the closest MVP vote that I can remember. It's gonna be probably somewhere between 5 and 10 votes to separate them. That's how close it's gonna be.
You think these last 2 games matter? These last 2 games are very important. How well they play.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, these last 2 games.
Who the Ravens got? The Ravens got the Texans, and who else they got? The Browns?
Who?
They got Texans on Christmas in Houston, and then they got the Browns at home.
What about the Bills?
The Bills got I think they got the Jets and the Patriots twice.
Listen, I know the Patriots aren't that well.
Oh yeah, they got the Patriots tomorrow. Tomorrow. Then they got the Jets in Buffalo, and then they got the Patriots again.
You know, the funny thing about it is, I know the Jets aren't playing that well, the Patriots aren't playing that well, but these are divisional games, and Unc, you know how divisional games go. You know how they go. Ain't no telling what's going to happen because of the familiarity with the team you're playing, understanding their tendencies. It might go in the opposing favor, but I would love to see Josh Allen have a good game. As far as a 3-time MVP, I would love to see Lamar Jackson win it as well. But what Josh Allen is doing, being able to put on that cape, to lose some of the things around him, to be given the keys to that team, to be given the keys to that organization, and uplifting that team without superstars surrounding him is awesome. And I don't think people understand how difficult it is to be able to do what Josh Allen is doing without someone you can actually count on, close your eyes, and know, you know what? I can go to him and know he's going to be there for me every time. It's been a collective as a group. Collectively,
It's Holloway, it's Shakir, it's those 2 tight ends, it's Dawson, it's Kincaid, it's Knox. James Cook has done a great job of running the football. He's done a great job of catching it out of the football. But everything starts and stops with that big quarterback. That big, I think he's number 17, right? 17. Isn't that Josh Allen's number? Yeah, and it starts and stops with him. And you find out where you like. And the thing is, Ocho, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, you know you're going to get them quarterback power. He going to run over most people. If it's not a defensive tackle, he running his ass over. Linebackers, you're not going to stop him. And he done got ahead of him.
You have to think about it. Now, when you think about Josh Allen, his size, he basically is a linebacker. He's the same size as today's linebacker.
He's a defensive end.
You know, today's linebackers are much smaller. Much smaller, you know, sideline to sideline, being able to cover. Listen, the linebackers today don't look like Ray Lewis. They don't look like Brian Urlacher. So it's different. The damn quarterbacks are the same
Nah.
size.
You got to be able to cover. You got to be in
Oh
space
yeah,
now, man.
yeah. You got to be able to move.
Uh, so that's going to be very interesting. But the Ravens clinch a playoff spot. I think that's John Harbaugh 6 times in the last 7 years. We know what Harbs is, but they got Ocho at some point in time. They got to
Yes,
put it
sir.
together now. I mean, Lamar Jackson having MVP seasons. You get Derrick Henry to take some of the pressure off him. You got to go far. It's not good enough to get to the AFC Championship game again. You got to go far. You got to go far. The number 5 Texas Longhorn defeat the number 12 Clemson Tigers 38-24. Sark said he had a simple message for his offensive line and running backs after Texas SEC title game loss to Georgia. Run to win. Texas ran the ball just 60 combined yards in 2 games against Georgia. Today, the Longhorns ran for a season-high 292 yards. They'll now face the Arizona State Sun Devils on January the 1st, Ocho.
Hey, that was the difference in the game. Up front. The game is won in the trenches, and Texas won that game up front. Clemson not being able to stop the run was their demise. You can't compete.
Yeah.
You can't get a team off the field unless you can stop the run. You got to find a way to make it one-dimensional. You got to, and they just couldn't do that.
Good luck.
They just couldn't do that, and that is the reason why they lost the game. It was a good game. I'm not going to sit here and say there's no reason Clemson should have made it, because obviously they're in there.
They won their conference. But that was a week. I
didn't want to say that. I was going to leave that for you.
But it is. It's the truth. North Carolina, NC State, Florida State. Come on, bro. Wake Forest. Let's call it what it is. I mean, it's a weak conference.
I left that for you. I gave you a layup. I want to see if you going to say it. I wasn't finna say it.
Klubnik had he was 26 of 43, 336, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. They didn't run the ball well at all. They were 24 for 76 yards, basically 3 yards a carry. Where you look at Quinn Ewers, it was 17 of 24, 202, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But they ran the ball. They had 2 runners. Blue, 14 for 146.
Hey, hold on, Unc, my light done went out. Can you see me?
Hell no, I can't see you with the light. What the hell? You think I can see you without? What the hell?
I think they must got a little shortage in the room now.
Seems like you got a lot of shortage on melanin. You got too much going on. I see what y'all see, chat. I see chain and teeth.
All right, hold on. This ain't the right. I wonder how.
It ain't.
Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Pay the bill over here now.
When they ran the ball 48 times for 292 yards, 4 touchdowns, a long of 77. But there are a lot of 22-yard long, 21-yard long, 11-yard long, and they were able to chew clock up.
It gives you no chance. It gave you no chance.
And they took a pick 6 back. Clemson had a pick 6, but it got called back, Ocho, for blocking by. You can't crack back. You know, back in the day, you used to live for the crack
clean
back.
Somebody clean out.
I'm trying to get his feet off the ground.
Hey, I mean,
that's what because you know they're gonna show it in the big meeting room on Wednesday.
You can't wait for that. You can't wait for that moment. That's been out of the game long enough. You got to know you can't crack back.
You can't crack
back. Throw
your
hands up. If anything, get in the way. Throw your hands up.
Just get in the way. Yeah, they call it blind side block. We call we call it crack back. Actually, they put that in rule. They put that Warren Sapp when he got Chad Clifton with the Green Bay Packers, then he knocked him out and broke his hip. Yeah, I tell you, I remember that. So they tried to look. That's a very dangerous play, but you used to live for that play. Obviously, they tried to make sure, they try to protect the players now. And actually, it was Hines Ward that got Keith Rivers.
We broke his jaw. I remember that game.
Broke his jaw. Actually, they called it the Hines Ward.
I remember that game. Yeah. I remember that game.
They called it the Hines Ward. But but they had to get, because Hines was, he was getting for the Ravens.
If you piss Hines off, he gonna smile. He gonna smile the whole game. You gonna see all 32 the whole game. But when that ball snap, your head better be on a swivel.
You better. Oh, he gonna get you. That's one thing. That he the best
Hey,
blocking wide receiver ever
hey,
created.
what you call it?
And he took great pride. And not only
Uh-huh.
could he block, I mean, I think he caught like 1,000 passes, Ocho.
Hines was an integral part of that offense. Integral part of that offense. You know, when you have to crack, wait, what do you call it? Crack safety replace or whatever, when the safety coming down, you got to go in there and crack.
Yeah, that insert,
All right. Every safety, your head is on the swivel coming down in that full speed.
When Hines had that, he had what we call force block, Ocho.
Yeah,
because you know the safety's gonna insert, he's gonna rock and roll down. So Hines is gonna push up, and then he's gonna come in, and he's gonna knock hell out that safety. Okay, you go run it in there, but you ain't worried about nothing. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Hines gonna knock your jock strap loose. Hey, that's one thing about him. He was not afraid to get dirty. He absolutely was not. Guys love playing for him, playing alongside him, because you know you're gonna get his max absolute best effort. Very unselfish player. They did a great job, because Hines was I think Hines came out as a quarterback.
Georgia? Yeah.
Well, no, he went to Georgia. I mean, he played, but he was a quarterback in high school.
Did?
He plays a quarter. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. Well, he definitely wasn't. He wasn't gonna play quarterback for the Steelers.
I had shaking the head like, yeah, no. Yeah. But he's man, he was an unbelievable player. Unbelievable.
Very good.
I think for the Steelers, Ocho, to go back to that, touch on that right quick, they got to get Pickens back. Yeah. They got to get somebody that has that ability to take the top off the coverage and can make tough, difficult catches.
And make big plays. Listen, Calvin Austin, is it Calvin Austin the third? Did I say that the right way?
Yeah, Calvin Austin.
Boy, that boy fast, boy. Hey,
Skoranek made some plays today for him. The guy that he used to be at the Rams. He's mainly a special teams maven. But hey, when you're down to your last couple, hey, son, get out there. You can catch the ball.
Next man up, huh? Man up. But it's not the same as having Pickens out there, who can not only stretch the field, but he makes it easier for your offense, because there's somebody that the Ravens have to account for and double team, allowing everybody else to do what they need to do. But they need to find They need to find a way. They need to find a way to get Calvin Austin more touches, putting him in positions to make plays with that kind of speed. They got to find a way. They got to find a way, man.
Yep. Ocho, the Penn State Nittany Lions, the number 6 Penn State Nittany Lions, run roughshod over the number 11 SMU Mustang 38-10.
Can we blame the weather?
SMU.
Can we blame the weather?
No, they're just a better team. It could have been 70 and dry.
So?
They could have been playing in Hawaii. They could have played in Tahiti. They could have played in Bora Bora. It doesn't matter, Ocho.
Hey, so you think SMU playing in warm weather, you don't think it would have been a better game from them based on what we saw?
Maybe a better game, but I don't think they beat Penn State.
No. Probably not. No.
SMU had 4 red zone trips. Penn State had 2. Penn State got 14 points off their 2 red zone trips. SMU got 3 defensive touchdowns. Penn State had 2. SMU had none. Nicholas Singleton and Kytron Allen, Penn State combined for 29 rushes and receptions, 195 yards with 3 touchdowns. Ocho, it's hard to overcome 1 pick six, let alone 2.
No. Do you know how good your offense would have to be? You would have to have that 2019 LSU offensive team to be able to come back from a 2-pick game. You would have to have some unbelievable firepower and a quarterback with elite decision-making after turning the ball over twice to be able to come back from something like that. It's impossible.
It's impossible. And you better hope your defense is good, because you've already spotted us 14. Yeah. So your defense is going to have to get stops also, Ocho, because if I don't give you points up on my possession, how do you score enough? Because you're already down. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, you spot me 14. I kick the ball to you, you go get 7. Now I go down the field and I get 7. It's 20, it's 21. I've still got a 14-point lead. So at some point in time, your defense is going to have to make stops, or you're going to have to do what their defense did to you. You're going to have to score on their possessions.
You know what happened? This is the perfect scenario that you just named. Not only spotting them 14, what the hell happened to the goddamn Detroit Lions when they played Buffalo?
Spotted them 14.
Then you had to do stuff. You had to panic. You have to do stuff like kicking it onside with 12 minutes left to go in the game, because you need that possession back you'll be able to get yourself back in the game.
Yep. Penn State ran the ball 40 times for $189, 3 touchdowns. Alar, 13 pass attempts. No, 22 pass attempts, 13 completions, 127 yards. And he's coming back, and he should. Because unless he want to be like a 7th or 8th round draft pick, they don't have.
Yeah, you got to improve. You got to improve yourself.
He's definitely not ready to go to the NFL right now. So I think that's a very, very wise decision. But I tell you what, this win does do. It quiets some of the natives at Penn State for James Franklin. He needed this one because boy,
they was on him, huh?
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
What? Because the thing is, Ocho, he no matter how good, he can't find a way to beat Ohio State. He can be number 1, he can be number 2. It doesn't matter. And he hasn't found a way to win that game. He hasn't found a way. I mean, even when he had Saquon.
Yeah.
And they had an outstanding game, but then somehow they still ended up losing to Sam Darnold. But this was, like I said, Ocho, look, and I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer because I don't really care about, I didn't go to any of these schools, but I don't think that the committee, I don't think fans like this. Now, obviously, if I go to Penn State, I love it. If I go to Ohio State, I love it. I go to University of Texas or who did Indiana play last night? Notre Dame. If I went to one of those schools, I love it. But Ocho, the fans that's watching at home that didn't attend those universities, I mean, they want the game to be close. They want the game to be interesting. There's nothing interesting about 38-10. There's nothing interesting about 42-17, excuse me. There was nothing interesting about that Notre Dame IU game because nobody thought that IU had any chance of winning once they got down 14. Nobody thought that. Like I said, it might have got interesting had Texas could have gotten that ball into the end zone on 4th and goal and make it a 1-score game. Can they get a stop and get the ball back and go down the field and score? But these games left a lot to be desired. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see what type of game that we get in the semifinals. But, it left a lot to be desired, and I just think the thing is and I think when you look, you're dealing at these level of teams, Ocho. I mean, at some point in time, I think Penn State was a top 5 team, but some of these teams were top 5, and you got to go in there to their building.
Well, good.
And you're going into their building, and you're not familiar with them. I can't recall in my lifetime the last time that Clemson has ever played Texas or SMU has played Penn State.
It's different.
Indiana, maybe Indiana's played Notre Dame, but these games
it's different.
And Tennessee definitely not playing Ohio State unless it's in a bowl game. But these games left a lot to be desired. And the committee, but like I said, Ocho, I mean, where you gonna put them at? You can't put them on neutral sites because they got to go. So try to get a home game. Obviously, I'd like to get a bye. That way I don't have to worry about it. And I think Georgia in the Peach Bowl. No, I think the national championship is in Atlanta. Where does Georgia play next week? Are they in Atlanta too?
Probably right.
I think it's the Peach Bowl. I think Georgia.
Right in
Georgia might not. What? Oh, it's the quarterfinals. It's the quarterfinals next week. Then the semifinals. The Sugar Bowl. Okay, Georgia go to New Orleans. Who's in what you call them? Peach Bowl. Okay. Yeah, that'd kind of been a little bit unfair to have Georgia right back when they played the SEC championship game, which is an hour drive from where they actually played their home game.
That would make it a home game. Damn.
It definitely would have made it a home game. Lane Kiffin on games so far. Way to keep us on the edge of our seat, committee. Riveting. Hey, Lane, you can't hate from outside the club. You got me, bro. Hey, you talking about it's lame. I bet it's lame as F in there. Well, you not in there. You don't know. I mean, like, I think Joel Klatt had a clap back said, my former colleague at Fox, if your team played half as well as you tweet, you likely would have been in. He ain't lie.
I mean,
but that's Lane. You already know what Lane loves to talk.
It's been him. This is not new. This is part of his MO. It's part of his MO. This is the way he's always been. And they wasn't that bad now.
No, but you can't lose to the game they lost and then complain. Bro, you lost to didn't they lose to Kentucky? Didn't they lose? They lost like some games that they absolutely shouldn't have lost.
They should have won, yeah.
Who did Ole Miss lose to? Yeah, you lost to Kentucky. You lost to Florida.
Oh, Florida was bad. Florida was bad.
Florida was bad. LSU was bad. Yeah. Ocho, the number 7 Irish, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame, took down Indiana 27-17. The MVP seemed to be the Notre Dame defensive coordinator, Al Golden. He stepped there. He was a step ahead of play caller Mike Shanahan. That's his real name? The Hoosiers drove to Notre Dame territory on 4 of their first 5 drives, but just got field goals from it. And, hey, when you play big boy football, you play for, you try to win championships. You can't kick field goals. Field goals get you sent home. Championships, touchdowns wins you championships. And that was really the difference in the ball game. But there was a stretch there. But I'm like, Notre Dame, y'all can't do anything. I mean, excuse me. IU, you can't do anything.
And listen, I don't. They just didn't belong, Unc. They just didn't belong. Now, outside of who you played during the season, of course you look good then. But there's levels to everything. There's levels to competition. There's a reason. It's a reason for everything. In boxing, there's a reason for weight classes. You wasn't in your weight class, and that's no disrespect to them. You just weren't. You don't have a team. You don't have a team assembled that can compete with the type of teams you're playing, like the Notre Dames. You just don't. That's just the way the landscape is. The fact that you were able to make it and compete at that level and try to see where you are as a team, it's just different, Unc. It's weight classes for a reason.
I mean, shit. They had Notre Dame defense had 10 tackles for losses, 3 sacks. And I was concerned about Notre Dame because didn't they lose to Northern Illinois? They lost to some team that you would never think
they should have won. They should have won.
They lost to A&M or Northern Illinois? No, I think they beat. Yeah, they lost it and I'm like, damn. And then I was like, bro, they about to start calling for Mike Freeman's job. But he turned it around. I think he got a contract extension. I like him. I don't really know him that much, but I like his demeanor. I like his personality. I think he'd be like a guy I would really like.
He's a player's coach.
Yeah, man, he gets into it. Coach. I mean, he's high fiving the guys. He's chest bumping the guys. He's a fiery type of guy. And I can see why guys go there. I can see why guys. Now, I couldn't have got in. He'd have to go somewhere else for me to coach me because I ain't getting into Notre Dame with my grades. Ain't no sense of me fooling nobody, Ocho. I'm not getting into Notre Dame with my grades, and I don't want to be in a situation where I got to spend all my time in study hall, and I ain't gonna be. Hey, coach, I ain't gonna be able to make practice today. I got to study for this exam. Coach, I ain't gonna be able to make practice today. Hey, because Coach Davis y'all ain't down here on the academic scholarships now. Y'all ain't finna be missing no damn practice. Talk about y'all got class. Hey, Bill Davis said, hey, your last class need to be at 1 o'clock. Because we start practice at 3.
You better be out there. What? Oh, that's funny.
Hey, man, Bill, he said, hey, they pay for you. You got an academic scholarship? He said, I saw all y'all grades. Ain't none of y'all got no academic scholarship.
Hell no.
I was done at 12 o'clock because I need to get me an hour and a half nap.
Before you got practice, huh?
Yeah. Because I started my class at 8 o'clock. 8
In
o'clock
and
in the
out.
morning. I'm an
Yeah,
early riser.
so yeah, we the same. I'm an early riser.
I'm an early riser. So I go 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12. I'm done for the day. Go eat. Now I go get my go eat lunch. Go get me a 90-minute nap. Get up, walk to practice. Coach wouldn't let us drive to practice, so we had to walk to practice, which is like a half a mile.
Oh, that ain't bad. Yeah,
It ain't bad. And then we catch, because back then they won't let you do it now. But people used to cut through the campus to try to get to the other side, where they were going. And so hell, we jump on the back of their truck. We get a ride up, and then rest his soul, Big Love. We had an offensive line, we call him Big Love. He jumped on the back of the truck, wasn't holding on. The guy took off and he fell his fat ass. Lord, he fell out of the truck, Ocho.
He ain't hurt himself, did he?
We heard ourselves laughing. man, you know, Ocho, you know it's something like that. It don't matter. We laugh.
Yeah, no matter what. Wait, hold on now. We gonna check and make sure you're all right before we laugh now. Are you okay before we let this laugh out? Because if we see you moving, and if we see you moving anyway, I
already tell you, if you do something reckless, they're gonna need 2 ambulances. One cause you hurt, one cause I'm gonna crack my side laughing. So go ahead and call 2 of them. And then Coach Davis cut that out, so we couldn't jump on the back of the truck. We couldn't get a ride because the guys would always come through. They come in with pickup trucks and stuff like that, work trucks. Hey boys, y'all need a ride? Yes, sir. Hey, boom. We jump on the back of the truck. All right. And he ruined it for everybody. But Coach wouldn't let us drive. I mean, everybody didn't have no car, but Coach wouldn't let us drive to practice. Now, the game, it used to be we had to walk to the game. I said, Coach, I'm not gonna be able to walk to the game. I got this nice ride, Coach. Come on now.
You can't mess up your outfit too now, walking to the game.
What outfit? Man, we ain't coming to hey bro, like they be coming to the game now, Ocho. We wasn't coming to the game like that. Bro, we coming up with hell nah. We coming off with great, because back then, Ocho, everybody wore grays.
Yeah.
We wear cut off t-shirt. But ain't nobody dressing up.
Okay. But shoot, bro.
For what?
Listen, game day. I mean, I know it wasn't prevalent when I was playing. Boy, I was so clean with I actually had my Dickies crease. You want to see?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, Ocho. I don't think I tried to have sex one time after the game and locked up. That was it for me. Yeah, that was it for me. I tried it one time.
You're gonna cramp up.
I did, and I didn't no more.
No, sir.
That's it. So it wasn't no sense. Who was I dressing up for? First of all, ain't nobody gonna see me, Ocho, because where we go off the field and go into the building, can't nobody see
us anyway. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So no, that was it. It wasn't no sense in me, dressing up, because wasn't nobody gonna see me. And I had me old booting, so we just go chill.
You had some back then, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Go get, we get that chicken box, get that 3-piece chicken box with that truck driver steak, that honey bun, and a Coca-Cola.
What you know about the honey bun?
But that's that truck driver steak.
Okay, I like that.
If you're a truck driver, you know about honey buns and Vienna sausages. If you don't know about nothing else.
But I know, I bet what you know about putting that honey bun in the microwave for 12 seconds, though.
Oh, you like it nice and hot?
Not hot, just a little, I call it lukewarm. Lukewarm. So it feel like it just came out the oven or something. Boy, ain't nothing like it.
Man.
Ain't nothing like it.
Ocho, honey buns like $3 now.
Man, who you telling? Hold on. I got one more for you. Please tell me you know about the Big Texas cinnamon roll. The Big Texas cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
In the purple,
I don't want no but the center though. I get the center. I pull the center out, throw the rest. I go to center bun. I get the center, throw the rest of the way.
Oh man, listen, man, you take that.
Ocho, I went to the store and I was like, "Ooh, man, they got these sunbeam honey buns. Man, them $3.39. Man, I put that thing back, so I get me a whole pound cake for $8.
Expensive. I mean, speaking of snacks, there's something else I used to love growing up. Rest in peace to my mama, man. My mama used to always get from Publix. Obviously, she was living in LA at the time when I was going to Santa Monica College. And one of the things that I love that she got from Ralph's or Vons at the time was lemon crunch cake. I don't know if you ever had the Entenmann's. The Entenmann's lemon crunch cake.
Itman's. Yeah, I know about it in the country. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness, man. And
I just had an 8-pack of those chocolate donuts, Ocho.
Chocolate donuts, man. Hey,
them Edmund chocolate donuts.
I haven't had that lemon crunch cake since my mama passed away, man. I wish I could find it because they, in Miami, in Publix, they don't sell lemon crunch cake. It's like pound cake. How you say it? Entenmann's? Yeah.
Edmonds.
I don't see the lemon crunch cake no more like they did back in the early 2000s, man. I wish I could find it again.
Yeah, but that was, like I said, I remember you could get honey buns for $1.
Yeah.
I was like, I understand things have cost more now, Ocho, but how you go from a quarter to $3 and a quarter.
Think the ice cream truck. Y'all had the ice cream truck. Where you from?
Man, no ice cream truck coming in no country.
In the city where I'm from, in Liberty City, obviously the ice cream truck, donuts was $0.25, the honey buns were 50 cents, and we got quarter juice. You know the quarter juice? I don't know what y'all call it. Quarter juice was $0.25. And jungle juice is called fruit punch. A little jungle juice.
I know 25 gallon jungle juice.
It was 50 cent fruit punch.
Yeah.
It was 50 cent.
And I love Tahitian treat. Do they still make that? Anybody know about Tahitian treat?
I ain't never heard of that.
It's a white and red can, and it got like a palm tree on it. Google it. Tahitian treat. That by Drake. My brother knows it. He sleep. I'm gonna call it. Man, that joker hit the roof. Man, if I call that joker, he gonna think something wrong. I call him this time of night. Hold on. Oh yeah. Oh. That he lose his mind. Somebody's like, I know about Tahitian treat. Oh yeah. But man, them honey buns, 4 honey buns, $1. There was a 400 buns for $1, and you get soda. Back then, sodas was also a canned soda, just like it is now. Instead of $2, it was $0.25.
So it was
for $2. But you know how much stuff you could get for $2 back in the day.
Cent. It was 50 cents for me. Yeah, that ice.
Hell, I remember when the big movies was $1. Not no dollar movie. You know, the movie that's done been out of the theater for like 2 months, 3 months. You go to those for $1. The actual movie cost $1.
That's crazy.
That'll go way back. Like
my, how times have changed, boy.
Yeah. I wonder how much a movie cost. No, I went to the movie in LA. Movie like $22.
Oh, wait a minute. I just saw at Magic Johnson Theater. I saw Gladiator on the first night or the first day it came out. I don't remember how much. I don't remember how much it was, but it was the price ain't the same. It definitely ain't the same as it was back in the day.
Oh hell no! Maybe it's because I went to iPick. Because iPick got the reclining chairs and they give you a blanket. Yeah. You get they used to give you warm popcorn for free. Now they charge you for the popcorn to come around. But you get food, Ocho. You get like burger, you can get pizza, chicken tenders like that. So maybe it costs a little more now. But what's a regular movie y'all cost? What's a regular movie cost? How much a regular movie cost? Like you go to AMC or something like that.
Somebody's $12, $14 a person. Somebody said $47. $47 Wicked.
$47 for Wicked. You better took 4 people with
$47 for one person? Somebody said popcorn at popcorn at the theater costs $475.
They get you. Well, you better eat a belly full. Because if you don't, they get you, because they got you in there now. But y'all don't know how. I can't tell nobody, but I used to take my own Twizzlers in there. Y'all if it hit me over here.
How?
Huh?
Oh, you had it in your pocket. Yeah. I know. I've seen stories about people, especially women, bringing
or put them in the purse until they started checking.
They own everything. Yeah.
Yeah. But come on, man. I mean, $7 for Twizzlers when you can go to CVS and get the 5-pound bag for $3.
Most definitely.
And y'all selling ones with like 10 little. Bro, I ain't got it like that. That's no
different than going to the store and getting your alcohol in the store as opposed to buying the same goddamn alcohol in the club. Now, I don't frequent the club. I don't go to the club, but I understand the markup, and you willingly pay for it. You willingly pay for the markup in the club.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's triple. Whatever. I mean, it's triple. I mean, because a bottle probably gonna cost you like $300 a bottle.
Yeah.
But nah. Ocho, Travis Hunter is reportedly leaning towards entering the NFL draft as a cornerback and working out as a cornerback at the NFL Combine. Some NFL scouts reportedly believe Hunter will come close to running between 4.25 and 4.30 in the 40. Many scouts also reportedly believe Hunter should be the first overall draft pick in the 2025 draft. A heavy amount of NFL executives reported will use Hunter as a full-time corner and a part-time receiver if he's on their roster. Is Hunter the best unicorn?
Yeah.
Ocho, everybody tried. That's all we've ever said. All we've ever said, Ocho, you and I and many that listen to us, he can play one full-time position, but he'll play a part-time other position. How you going to tell that man what he's going to do? Because I know the game. If you played the game, we understand how hard it is to play one position. Full game. You're not playing two positions every single snap. You're just not. I said they'll have packages for him where he comes in and he does what he does.
People need to understand, I'm going to let you finish, Unc. People need to understand, once you get to the next level, I don't think people are taking into account on how elite the talent is once you hit the NFL level. Week to week, team to team. You think about it. Can you imagine you play for, I'm trying to think of a good, let's say you play for the Broncos. And you got Patrick Surtain on one side, and then you're gonna play receiver and take away some of Cortland Sutton's snaps. Like you have to. Maybe I'm using a bad analogy and using the wrong team.
I think the thing is, Ocho, because here's the thing. Because he's gonna go against. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, he goes against T. Higgins. He got Jamar Chase.
Well, he would always be against the number one. So let's say he's covering Jamar Chase.
Okay, now you got your hands full. Now you're going to go over there and play wide receiver?
I like it.
Every snap. All we said, look, I'm not saying that he can't do it, but the greatest athlete, I saw two great athletes. I saw Bo Jackson and I saw Time. And I'm old enough, like I said, I think I'm a year younger than Time. And I saw Time at his apex. He played full-time corner and he had packages at wide receiver.
I think that's how they're going to use Travis.
And that's all we've ever said. But people got upset with me talking about, no, he's going to play every snap at DB and every snap at corner. And I say, no, he's not.
I don't, it's funny. I don't even think a NFL exec or a team or owner or a head coach would even allow that.
I'm not.
I don't even think they would allow that.
Now I get diminishing returns because, if you go, how you going to give me 100% at DB and 100%? Because, look, college is college. That's one thing. We've seen great college players not be able to handle it in the NFL, regardless of position. Offensive line, defensive line, wide receiver, DB, quarterback, whatever the case, running back, whatever the case may be. And to play at that level every game.
And
I never thought it was a possibility. I always thought he could be a full time. And I told Ocho, what did I tell you? I said, Ocho, he's gonna be a DB. And then they'll put packages in it for him. Like, we come in with our nickel package, or our spread formation, Ocho. We go 5 wides, something like that.
And when I sat back and I thought about it, right? And I sit back and think about it. There's always a special individual. There's always a person. There's always a unicorn that changes the narrative and does some of the things that we say they can't do. Where they're so good at what they do, a team, if going to the right situation, finds a way to utilize them a little bit more than often as opposed to what we're used to seeing, being that it's never been done before. The fact that we've seen Travis do things at the collegiate level that have never been done before because he's such a special, unique talent. What happens if a team, he goes to the right situation, even as a full-time DB, and then he plays more snaps than normal on the offensive side of the ball because he is that special. He is that dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Them legs. Like you said, those guys are really, really good. Even the third and fourth receivers, they were number 1 and 2 at the other place they were at. Because guess what? A lot of those guys, look, and I think he's a phenomenal talent, but a lot of the guys that he's going against at DB, a lot of guys that he's going against at wide receiver, they ain't going to be in the NFL. Every guy that he go against on Sunday, guess where he's at, Ocho? In the NFL.
Yeah.
And boy, look here. When all I hear about is they talk about how good you are, you best believe I'm going to be on my best behavior. You will absolutely get Shannon Sharpe's best game.
Oh, yeah. Listen. When it comes to competing in practice, you coming in
Huh?
as a number one or that number two pick, oh,
I
you
got to
got to
see
show
why.
me. Hey,
I got to see
you
why.
got to show me. Matter of fact, I did the Madden broadcast on Peacock today, and me and Trav, we was talking a little trash, right? He's talking about, let's lace him up. I said, okay, well, let's lace him up for that Heisman. We get 10 routes. If I get open one time, I get to hold your Heisman for a whole year. He say, no problem. No problem.
I believe you can get up.
What?
I believe you better get up on that. I believe you better get up on that first route. Because after that, your knees, your hips, your ankles,
Hey,
they
listen,
gonna be they gonna be aching
my
so bad.
mind know what to do now. I don't know if my brain gonna register, my body gonna operate like it's supposed to, like goddamn 20 years ago. But man, it was a good time. I'm happy. I'm happy for young Bull though, man. I'm
I
happy
am
for him.
too. But like I said, I think it's contingent. Do I believe he's the best player in the draft?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But here's
Uh-huh.
the thing: if I need a
Oh,
quarterback, I'm not
listen.
taking the best player in the
Well,
draft.
listen. The team that is drafting number one and drafting number one because they don't have a quarterback at the helm, and it's going to be Shador.
Yep.
It's going to be sure.
Mhm.
And number two is going to be Travis Hunter. I'm telling you, they're going 1 and 2. They're going 1 and 2. Unless
Yeah.
something drastic happens. But those are the two
Yes.
talents that you can't pass up because the number one team, whoever's picking first, they need a quarterback.
You're right.
It has to
They
be the
do.
ideal situation. So I or either
And he's
going to the Giants or the Raiders doing something to hop up to number one and snatch him up. And I'm not sure who has the number two pick.
Yeah, but I'm glad I got an opportunity to see it. Like I said, I remember when Champ
Ooh,
came out, and Champ was a DB,
nice,
and Champ was an outstanding
nice.
DB. I mean, he was an All American, and I saw him on the opposite side of football. Champ had like 4 or 5
Mhm,
touchdowns, but we've never seen a guy be this good on the offensive side. Even
mhm.
Woody,
Yeah,
Charles Woodson, Charles ran back punts. He got a couple of plays on offense, but Charles wasn't this
nah,
good on offense. Now maybe they were a little bit more polished as a
yeah.
DB
Hmm.
because Champ footwork was second to none. That my homeboy, hey, from Charlton County, hey man, he get in and out of that break, boy. Hey, he had some
Very
feet on
nice,
him.
very nice. And he had the ball skills.
He had some feet. He had some feet
Great
on
ball
him.
skills as well.
But
There.
Trav, when you talk about the combination of offense and
Mhm.
defense, I haven't seen anything like it. Now I didn't see Time in college. Time was a
Yeah.
DB. Obviously, Time won the Thorpe Award. Time ran back punts. I don't know if Time played. I hadn't talked to him in a minute. I ain't bothered because I know he's getting ready for the bowl. When they play the bowl game, the 28th. When time they play?
Wait, who is Colorado playing in a bowl game again? Oh,
BYU.
oh yeah, BYU ain't no slouch, boy.
They play the
Yeah.
20th.
Okay.
The 28th. Okay, they do play the 20th.
BYU ain't no
Yeah. So
slouch. They nice. They
no. They're
nice.
not.
That's gonna be a good game. Very good game.
Ocho, the Falcons are expected to cut Kirk
Uh-huh.
Cousins before the $10 million roster bonus due. This will reportedly cancel the rest of the $180 million that included the $100 million
Yeah.
guarantee. Huge. What you think? Huge error. But hold on. How much of the money is he's still gonna have? He got. Wow.
Hey, listen.
So it canceled the last 80. So he's still getting 100 million because he made 62
Yeah.
this year and he's gonna make 38
Yeah.
next
Hey,
year.
listen. They gonna save face. They gonna walk with.
You can't save face. And that was my Ocho. We had this conversation. I said, Ocho, it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
I say, at best case scenario, you're gonna get 1 year out of
Hmm.
Cousins. You willing to tell me he's not? There's only one quarterback that I'm paying $100
Right.
million, and that's
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. If he ain't getting no $100 million, I damn sure ain't giving Kirk Cousins no $100
You have
million.
to understand, Unc. You know how the business works. You understand the importance of having a quarterback at the position, even though the said quarterback in question right now has only one playoff game. You know what you get from him in the season. You know what's that?
It's simple.
Oh, you
I'm like
cold?
this. Yeah, I ain't cool. I'm
Oh,
cool.
okay. Oh, yeah. So you understand.
Oh, look at the paint. Look at the paint. Look at.
Yeah.
You see the
I
logo
got
on the
mine. Don't worry
NFC?
about it. You're gonna see me in mine every day from now on, whenever it's time to travel. Yeah, but you understand why, teams pay for the quarterback position like that because in order for your team to function, you got to have a quarterback. and you know what you got.
Well, the Falcons are
Yeah.
malfunctioning. So what am I paying for?
But hey, listen, it is the Michael Penix Jr. show from now on. I know that. Lucky lefty.
Hey,
What's that? What size is that?
double.
It look like a robe almost.
It's big. You know what I'm saying, Ocho?
Okay, I see you. Yeah, I can't wait till I get home to mine. 'Cause mine, yeah.
Oh, this meat
Yeah.
right here,
Hey, you
cook.
know what? Hey, listen, people in the chat, you need to understand when you order, the cotton and you feel the material, this ain't just any kind of cotton. This 100,000 sheep Egyptian cotton. This
Yeah,
the kind of
yeah,
cotton that the
yeah.
pharaohs slept on. You hear me? This
Mm-hmm.
ain't just no any cotton.
Tonight's the night we get in some
Yeah.
ish deep cover on the
Yeah,
incognito
yeah,
tip.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. You look like
What's them says with the
you look like
187?
Nino Brown. Yeah,
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 you know
yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hey, when the boy do
Yeah.
this
Oh,
right here,
you know what
Ocho,
time it is.
something about that. Hey, what it do? Hey, you better not be no op. I'm about to run
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
But Ocho, when we talked about this, I said, Ocho, let's just say at the best case scenario, you get
Yeah.
2 years. Worst case, you
Yeah.
get 1 year. Ocho, you about to pay this man $100 million.
Yeah. I mean, listen, for us, for the casual fan, not understanding, you understand how teams work, you understand how owners work, and how bad they need a quarterback. And
I wish somebody make that kind of
sometimes
mistake
you
on
have to
me.
overpay. Now that's the one.
Ocho,
That's the one position.
Ocho, you
What
remember
happened?
when guys used to get paid and they like, oh, we made a mistake. I like, why can't no team make a mistake on me like that? Give me 12 million. Give me 14 million and send me on my damn way.
Hey, it's only one.
Ocho. Actually, and I said this on First Take. I said they got President Trump as Time Person of the Year, Time Magazine Person of the Year. That's Kirk Cousins' agent. Kirk Cousins' agent should be Time Magazine Person of the Year. Do you know how much Cousins has made?
He done made a grip now.
For one playoff win?
He done made a grip.
I'm thinking about getting him, but I love my team, so I'm just playing Josh, and Marvin. But man, you see the kind of money. Lord have
Listen,
mercy.
you got to understand. He bet on himself twice. And then it's all about.
He got the franchise tag twice, and then he goes to Minnesota. Ocho, they fully guaranteed the contract for the first time in NFL history. They fully guaranteed. And guess what they did? He played so well. Because, hey, Kirk can light you up. You don't win nothing, but you can go light you up. They fully guaranteed the next contract. So you think about this. Franchise tag, fully guaranteed. Franchise tag, fully guaranteed. He got 3 years, fully guaranteed. He got another 3 years, fully guaranteed.
And then
Kirk Cousins got 8 years of fully guaranteed money.
Yeah, see, and one thing about Kirk too, he's a child of God too now. He's a child of God, and one thing about it, your cup will runneth over if you continue to put that man at the forefront. So no, regardless of how his play has been, whether it's stellar or whether it's been bad, the Most High has always had his back.
Favor ain't fair.
Boy, who you telling?
What do you do, partner? What you looking for, partner? Man. That's what I'm saying. It better not be that. Hey, I had to go get that pew pew.
What you got? That pew pew?
Pew 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 pew.
Let him know.
Hey, Jamarr chased the T. Higgins. I just told him we're stuck together for life now. We're locked in for life. Ocho, should the Bengals do everything they possibly can to re-sign T. Higgins with the defense? I just don't know how the defense is bad as it is.
I don't understand. I love the idea though. I love Joe Burrow. Joe, I love you. Chase, I love you. T, boy, you know how I feel about you, boy. You know how I feel about you. But to get what you deserve, stay with me now. Listen to me, T. I know you're gonna see this. To get what you deserve, like it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Y'all need to understand the business aspect of things. You know, T, you work your ass off, T, to get where you at, to get to Clemson, to get to the NFL. All the hard work you've put in, you deserve to be paid as the receiver that you are. You are a fucking number one receiver. You hear me? And we one of the few teams in the NFL that has been fortunate to have two number one receivers. Now it's time for you to be paid as such. You know, I would love to see you stay with the Bengals. I would love it, me as a Bengal. But then I'm able to separate my love for the team and understanding what you deserve as an individual, the
And
hard
be
work you
real.
put in. This is me, and you know how I am. I'm Bengals everything. So I just I love the idea though, man. I love Joe and what Joe would be willing to do. I'm not sure how they can work it kind of contractually where they can make it happen. Defensively, we need help. Defensively, we need help. We need pieces in certain places that will allow us to compete in that AFC North
But
division because
but
everybody else
guys,
is getting big. But T, you got come on, man. I understand you love the city, you love your boys, but me
Ocho,
personally, I want what's best for you. And this is coming from if I cut myself right now, I bleed black and orange. But I want you to get what you deserve, boy, because you didn't put the work in. You
just
deserve it.
black. Ain't nothing orange.
Come again?
Just black. Ain't nothing orange.
What's up?
Ocho,
Talk to me,
Chase,
man.
Joe, you see your offense, even though y'all putting up these numbers, look at y'all losing. You're not gonna win. Go back and look. Um, even the greatest show on turf in 2001, they got beat.
Yeah.
The Broncos scored the most points in NFL history. They got beat. The Patriots, they got beat. The Washington football team, before they became the Indian name, they got beat. If you cannot stop somebody, you can't score enough points to win. You just can't. The NFL history has shown that. Just gave you the 4 highest scoring teams in NFL history. Minnesota Vikings, think about it, Minnesota Vikings, they got beat before they got to the Super Bowl. Go back and look at the 83 Washington team. They got beat. Go back and look at the 2007 Patriots. They got beat. Go back and look at the 2013 Broncos. They got beat. Hey, I want everybody to get their money, but I'm afraid T's going to probably have to go somewhere else to get that money because if the Bengals are serious, they've got to upgrade their defense, Ocho. It's really that simple.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it for T. I hate it for Joe. I hate it for Chase. I hate it for the fans of Cincinnati. I mean, everybody loves T. Hell, I love T. I like him I love what he brings to that offense and what he's able to do. Him and Chase are completely different to me. I view them as two number one receivers, both of them that get the job done in a different way. Listen, it's multiple ways to skin a cat, but at the end of the day, you know, they play the receiver position and they do it very well in two totally different styles.
Yeah, I just don't see how you can have a $40 million receiver and a $30 million receiver and a $55 million quarterback, and your defense is hemorrhaging.
Damn, man, I would love to see it though. And listen, I don't know how to do the numbers. I'm not good at that. You know, that's not something that I do. And just trying to see, is it even possible? Is it even feasible for them to do anything?
No.
And just you can't. You can't. Now, if this was Madden, we can make it work. We can make it work. We can move some things around. We can make it work. But in real life, no, understanding and knowing what T deserves, man. Yeah, don't do my dog like that.
Myles Garrett wants to be a part of the Browns, but he doesn't want to be a part of the Browns if they're in a rebuild mode. Garrett said, I'm not trying to rebuild. I'm trying to win right now. And I want that to be apparent when the season is over and we have those discussions. I want them to be able to illuminate or illustrate that for me so that I can see something I can see in the near future, because that's all I want to do. I want to stay loyal to the team that showed loyalty to me and faith in me by drafting me. But we have to do, at the end of the day, what's best for us. Garrett, a 5-time Pro Bowler, a 3-time All-Pro, has played in just 3 postseason games. Two of them came in 2020 when the Browns earned their first playoff win since 1994. And again last season in a lopsided 45-14 loss to the Houston Texans. Ocho, where are you on this?
Listen,
You
understand? I like the ultimatum. I like the ultimatum. Basically, that's all it is at this point. If we're in a rebuilding stage, if we don't find a resolution at the quarterback position, please do right by me so I can have a chance to compete at the playoffs and for a Lombardi trophy. Allow me to go to a team that's going to be in contention. Where would that be?
I should have had my name on the back. Why I ain't getting the name on the back of my shirt?
What?
I need my name on the Ocho. You remember we was in school, you used to have the name on the back of your
back in the day. Yeah. Back in the day, yeah, absolutely. You get your name stitched on there.
Yeah, I want to get my name on the back. They might not recognize who I am if I don't got my name on it.
Nah, they gonna know who you are.
I understand his frustration, but let me ask you a question, sir. Ocho. How close do you think the Browns are to being a legitimate team that can ultimately reach the destination that Myles want them to get there?
You know what? Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
The Browns have a very good defense. They have a very, very good defense.
You win, but you better be able to put points on the board.
They're a quarterback away, and they've been a quarterback away for what? The past 30, 40 years. They are a quarterback away. I'm not just talking about any quarterback. I'm talking about a CJ Stroud. I'm talking about a Jaden Daniels. Patrick. Well, and Patrick Mahomes coming along no time. Stop right there. But Joe Burrow, a Lamar Jackson, a Josh Allen away from competing, for a championship, or at least contending year in and year out at a playoff spot. They're a quarterback away and have been for years. And if you look at what the Browns have been through for however long it's been, when it's been trying to find a quarterback, it lets you know how important that position is. You can't start a franchise. You can't build a team, in any way. You can have pieces and great players. You have your Myles Garrett, you have your Denzel Wards, but you'll never be able to compete in the AFC North or in the playoff, or even for a goddamn Lombardi trophy, unless you have a goddamn quarterback. What happened? What y'all laughing at?
She made me a nameplate.
Oh.
But unfortunately, the Browns might have to make a very difficult decision and trade their best player in order to rebuild and get what they need, Ocho.
And listen, if trading Myles Garrett can get to the quarterback of your future, which I'm not sure how it would be, because the quarterback of your future would probably be in the draft.
Well, that means what you do is that you give up draft. Somebody might have to give up 2 first rounders and a third rounder.
For Myles Garrett? Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
And because how old is Myles Garrett? 26, 27?
Yeah, he's a youngin'. He's a youngin' now. He's a youngin'. But you got to keep shooting. You got to keep shooting for that quarterback. You got to keep shooting, because until you get one.
Somebody talk about Myles Garrett to the Ravens and Kirk Cousins to the Browns. Hell nah. I can tell you right now, they ain't doing that deal. They'll never. The Ravens couldn't give up 3 first rounders to get Myles Garrett.
That ain't happening. He definitely ain't going into the division.
No. Forget that. For the Steelers, the Ravens, the Bengals. Oh no. Absolutely not. Huh? Okay, Ocho, check this out. The Saints had an unusual way of preparing rookie quarterback Spencer Rattler for the Monday night game against the Packers in Wisconsin, where temperatures are expected to be 30 degrees or lower and potential snow is expected at Lambeau Field. Quarterbacks coach Andy Janko took Rattler and the rest of the Saints quarterback into a walk-in freezer in the team's cafeteria to run through plays.
You know what? I like that.
Janko said he got the idea from watching Cool Running.
I remember Cool Runnings. Hey, Cool Running was a good movie. Good movie. Yes, sir.
Ocho, let me ask you a question. How long you think they stayed in that freezer?
Not long enough to not long enough to replicate how it's going to be at the game.
Thank you.
Not long enough.
Thank you. You need to be out there. So you need to stay in that freezer for at least an hour and a half. And then come back out there, and then when you go through those plays, say, you know what, hey, and go back in there for an hour. So at least 3 hours.
Yeah, I like the idea, though. I like the idea.
I do too.
I love the idea because inside a freezer, exactly what those temperatures are going to feel like out there, exactly what they're going to feel like. Now on the sideline, you're going to have your jacket. On the sideline, you're going to have your heated benches. You're going to have your what you call the thing, the warmer.
Oh yeah,
you're going to have the heated seat. You're going to have the heater.
Yeah.
So you'll be fine. But it's on that field of play, 20 degrees and below. Boy, it ain't no joke.
Hey, Ocho, it used to be so cold. You ever had them games that were so cold that they had chicken broth on the sideline?
Nah, we can't have no food on the sideline.
We had chicken. Man, look here. Man, I was sloshing around. I said, man, I got to stop drinking. Man, I was waterlogged like a bug.
Y'all had chicken broth on the sideline for real? How the hell you got it on the field?
The team broke it out there. It was cold.
Well, shit, y'all might well have some goddamn hot chocolate too. Well, what you eating?
Caramel corn.
You need to be eating some candy corn.
You know what, Ocho? We talking about candy corn and we talking about black licorice, but you know a candy that's flown under the radar that need its ass kicked? Those circus peanuts. Those orange ones. You know those orange peanuts? You know what I'm talking about? Jordan. They real spongy. What do they call?
I don't know.
Are they called circus peanuts or something? Yeah. They about this big. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Regular peanuts you got when you crack the shell?
No, they candy.
Oh, I don't know.
They call circus peanuts. They orange, look like peanuts, and they soft. Now they done been getting away with a lot of time. While we beating up on candy corn, we beating up on black licorice. Circus peanuts, y'all going unscathed, but y'all some bull jive too. I just want you to know.
Yeah, I don't know what those are.
Well, you get off here, you Google it, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Google it real quick.
Go ahead, Google it. But they done gone unscathed for a long time.
Yeah.
Ocho. There you go.
Them look like cheese puffs. Oh, hey, honestly, I ain't never seen them before. I ain't never seen them before. Circus, I ain't never seen them.
But they done gone unscathed while we beating up on candy corn and black licorice. Now, don't get me wrong, candy corn and black licorice, y'all some bull jive too. But circus peanuts, we gonna throw y'all in there. You the top three. Nah. I don't know who came out with them.
And that bag looked like it's old too. Like that's back in the day.
They old.
Oh yeah, see, that's why I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. That got to be the 70s, the 80s.
Ocho, thoughts and prayers go out to Major Leaguer Hall of Famer Ricky Henderson, passed away today at the age of 65. Ricky obliterated the record book, owning the all-time stolen base record of 1406, which is 468 more stolen bases than the all-time great of Lou Brock, who held the record at 938 for a dozen years before Henderson passed him in 1991. Henderson also holds the record for the most stolen bases in a single season of 130 in 1982, the most times leading the league in steals with 12, and the most consecutive years of leading the league in steals with 7. And at 39 years of age in 1998, Ricky Henderson became the oldest player in history to lead the American League in steals with 66. He's the greatest leadoff hitter in the history of the game. Nobody could get on base and impact the game like Ricky Henderson. The stories that people tell about Ricky. So my thoughts and prayers go out to him, his family, and all the loved ones and all those that are impacted by this loss. I got an opportunity to see him play. He played a lot of teams. I remember him with the A's, remember him with the Yankees. but he was a phenomenal player, tremendous speed on the base pass. But back then, that's when people actually stole bases. You had Willie McGee, you had all those guys, Tim Rockrange, guys that could really, really run on the base pass. And that was a big thing. Get on base, steal second, potentially steal third, and then a sacrifice fly gets you to home plate. But now everybody's just swinging for the fences, get the ball over. But rest in peace, Ricky, man. You're going to be missed. Unbelievable talent, obviously a Hall of Famer, but he is the greatest leadoff hitter, and it's not close. So y'all go ahead and debate with somebody else that actually care, because I don't. But Ricky Henderson is the greatest player, and that 1,400 steals, that ain't gonna ever be broken. That's never gonna be broken, because they don't even steal. They don't even run like that. I mean, think about it. The man held 100. Think about it. We talking about Shohei, who had 58 steals or 60 steals. Ricky had 130 steals.
That's crazy.
He had wheels, but those guys back then, they could really, really run. Ellie De La Cruz from the Cards. Not Cards, the Reds. The Reds. He's huge in stealing bases like that, but he got some wheels. But Ricky was unbelievable. All right, Ocho, now it's time for Q&A.
Q&A.
Need all that. Said prayers to Tank Dell. Second year in a row, he got took out by a teammate after getting shot this offseason. Yeah, that's tough. That was a tough one, man. It's always tough. To obviously injury this late in the season, Ocho. You got a chance for the play. You go into the playoffs.
Even worse too, huh? When you get injured, if anything, you never want anybody to get injured. But if it's gonna happen, let's let it happen early in the season. So then your recovery time.
Give me an opportunity to come back.
So you're able to be ready for training camp or be ready for the start of the season, man. So I hate this for Tank. 2 years in a row. I'm not sure what the severity of the injury is. Did you hear anything yet?
I haven't heard anything. Do we got any reports? I mean, yeah, but if you think about it, Ocho, the amount of time that it took to get him up and how he left the field, we know this. We don't know what the injury is, but we know he's not coming back this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the hospital, Ocho.
Man. That's crazy.
So that's not good. So, Tank, I just want you to know we're praying for you, bro. Wish you a speedy recovery. Was having a real good season, and unfortunately, this happened to you. So, but just want you to know the Nightcap family here, we're definitely thinking about you, and our thoughts and prayers go out to you. Angie Carr said, Josh's division is but same way y'all downplay Lamar's performance against the Giants, keep that same energy in Josh playing bum competition. I'm trying to think. Who made the playoffs last year when Lamar won the MVP? Who went in that division? So did Pittsburgh make the playoffs last year? Did Cleveland make the playoffs last year? Did Cincinnati make the playoffs last year? Angie, I'm just asking. I mean, you feel free to jump back in the chat and let me know. In that division, who made the playoffs last year? Because I'm interested to see.
I just
you do realize that they don't, they play other teams too. I mean, it does. I mean, look. Yes, I saw and I know Baltimore beat Buffalo, but what do I do when you lose to the Raiders? What am I supposed to do with that, Ocho? That team got 2 wins, and one of them came against y'all.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it objectively. Lamar had 25 touchdowns and 5 picks. You said it's not about stats, it's about wins. Now, when your guy has the stats, you say it's about stats. It's not about wins. I'm confused.
The goalposts always move depending on who's at the topic of the discussion, But it's a hard argument too, because who we talk about 2 of the best at the positions right now this season.
Well, we know it's a 2-horse race, Ocho. I believe Josh might have a slight lead. Okay, this is Josh. This is Lamar. He might have a slight lead. Now we only got a couple of lengths to go now.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like we starting at the starting line. We go out to let them out the gate,
Yeah.
Ocho. They're right there. We're down the home stretch. And as the guy would say, and down the stretch they come.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really that simple. Look, Lamar is going to have an unbelievable season. But if we just going to take it on stats, so what we going to do about Joe Burrow?
Ooh. Come on now.
If we just base it on stats, what are we going to do about Joe?
In that case, then they're going to bring up the record. The team in its totality is not winning.
You can't do that.
See, I told you the goalposts move. The goalposts will move depending on who it is said topic. Because if we basing everything off stats and numbers, well, hell, Joe Burrow is running away with the goddamn MVP.
Mm-hmm.
What's the bet with the Bengals? What 4-9, 4-8? I mean, no?
They won five games. No, they won. They 5 or 6.
5 and.
I think they got 6 wins. Because if they win out and the Broncos lose out, they would make the playoffs.
I can tell you this right now. I can tell you this right now. We're winning out. That's gonna happen. We're gonna win out. And when we make the playoffs, we're going to be a team that nobody wants to see.
I don't know with that defense. I think if I'm an offense, I want to see that defense. Because all I got to do is, if I get one stop, I feel very comfortable against that defense. Especially if I get the ball into the red zone. I feel real good.
I like how you feel. I like how you feel. I understand.
I'm just basing it on what's happened this year. Now, I will concede this. They have played better.
Yes, they have.
But now, Joe didn't play particularly well last week. The defense played outstanding. They should have had 2 stupid scores. Because remember, the guy fumbled the ball as he's crossing the goal line. They got another pick 6. They picked them off 4 times. They picked up 2 fumbles.
And see, that's the scary part. That's the scary part about the game of football. You can play bad all season long, and all of a sudden you get to a playoffs, and it's one game. You get hot at the right time, and that's what the defense has done. Maybe, I'm just saying, maybe they're getting hot at the right time. Now mess around now. I done told you. Listen, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe in fairy tales. But if that goddamn Joe Burrow and Jamarr Chase and the rest of that team happen to get their ass into the playoffs and shock the world when they end up, I tell you, with the greatest story of all time, Joe Burrow back in New Orleans for Super Bowl.
That would be a great story. I don't think it'll happen.
I know it sounds good.
You just want to go there so you can go to the game.
Oh, I don't never go to the game no matter what, unless I have.
Oh, you go to if the Bengals in there, you go.
The Bengals played the Rams. I didn't go to that game. I went home.
Well, you already knew what was gonna happen.
Nah. I think that'd be a great story, though. Great story.
All right, Ocho, King Javon, Unc Ocho, since my Bears are out of the playoff race, we're going to beat the Lions tomorrow. You're not. And hopefully ruin their chances at the bye week. I'll be back tomorrow night to say foot and ball, bear down. You're not.
No.
Where was where did they play this game at? Is this the game in Chicago? Or is it in
it don't matter where it's at. It don't matter where it's at. The Lions.
Oh, it's in Chicago because they played the Bears played them on Thanksgiving in Detroit. So it's in Chicago.
The Lions put up 40. The Lions put up 40 in back-to-back weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I got them putting up about maybe 35 tomorrow in the cold.
Okay.
No Montgomery.
They down like 16, 17 guys on defense on IR.
How many?
About 16 or 17. They struggle on that side of the ball. Dope DG said, Unc and Cuzzo, what if the NFL instituted a make it take it rule? If the team's defense scores on a pick 6 or a scoop and score, the offense get the ball back.
That ain't fair. Mess around with some of these offenses, your ass might not touch the ball again.
Yeah, you might not get the ball. You might not get the ball no more. Next time you get the ball, you down 24 nothing.
Imagine playing Mahomes. You know, some of the elite decision makers with the ball that don't really turn it over a lot. They keep going down, make it, take it. You kicking field goals, and they getting the ball right back. Shh, boy.
Yeah.
I don't want no part of that. No, sir.
Did you say what's up, Unc? Question for Unc. Do you have a favorite child in terms of your dogs? Which one behaves the best, and can we see them more? Teddy's bad. You would think Teddy head is the hardest. Titus is the scariest, but he listens the best, especially to me. Titus will listen, but you got to like almost plead with his little. I don't know. It's just something about small dogs. They got a personality of their own, and he and Titus, they get into it, and Titus be trying to sleep, and then Teddy will go stand on his head. He'll start biting his ears. Okay, Titus try to move him away. He take his paw and he move him out the way, and then Titus will get tired of him, and then he'll step on him. That drives Teddy crazy. So now Teddy got to fight. Oh, he got to growl. He all in now, and he mad. I'm like, bro, if you'd have left him alone, he would sleep. He wouldn't bother you. But Teddy is like, I can't carry Titus big ass. Titus weighed like 177 pounds. So, but he wants to stand on me because he see Teddy in the bed. He want to get in the bed. He see me carry Teddy. He think I can carry him. I can't carry you, bro. I cannot. But Teddy is the one that is the baddest, behaves the least, and gets the most attention. So, T.S. Car Wash and Detail said, what's your favorite interview this year? Mine was Chris Brown. I think CB was last year. CB was 2023. Oh, my goodness. Well, obviously, Cap was special. I like the Terry Crews interview. T. Cruz was very forthcoming. Carlos Miller is a damn fool.
My favorite. My favorite was Tyrese.
You like Tyrese?
He's unpredictable. You don't know what he's gonna say. So me sitting there, being able to actually be there while y'all was filming, I didn't know what he was gonna say. So I'm locked in and tuned in because he's one of the few people that will say any and everything.
Yeah.
That people, people think it, but they won't say it out publicly. But he will.
Yeah. Probably. And Miss Pat.
Yeah, Miss Pat was good.
Miss Pat was off the chain. Good. Man, I ain't never laughed so much in my life. I mean, she is just like, she's the type of person, Ocho. Because like I said, I had met her like 3 years ago. She was on my plane sitting right next to me. Now, I didn't know this was before she took off. And so she was talking, she's like, I love myself some Falcons. She said, my name is Pat, blah, blah, blah. But it didn't dawn me, I didn't know who she was. And so she's got a Louis Vuitton purse, but she got a Gucci backpack. So we getting off the plane. I said, next time you might want to match your accessories. She said, well, next time you might want to kiss my ass and buy it for me then. And she told me just like that, I don't know what the F you talking about. I ain't got money like that. And so, but all of them, Ocho. And the thing is that because I learned something, I didn't expect to get what I got from Kiki. She's very mature for her age, but she was getting some jabs in there. She was unbelievable. Miss Pat, to have an opportunity to sit down with Meg. I mean, they're just great, man. I just like the way people just like they get comfortable with me and they open up. But Miss Pat was out of her mind, man. It was great. Carlos Miller, he was unbelievable also. But I'm looking forward to. So we're already shooting to have stuff for 2025. So I'm very excited to hopefully, obviously, Johnny. Oh yeah, we did Johnny Manziel. Johnny Manziel was this year also, wasn't he? Yeah, we had some bangers this year, guys. I ain't gonna lie, we had some bangers this year. I was very pleased with the booking
Mhm.
team. Um, I think that they're very happy. What do I get? I ain't get no bonus. Why I ain't get no bonus? What y'all gonna get? What y'all gonna get me, Ash?
You got to get Meech on there, Unc. You got to get Meech on there to tell a story. You know, the beginning, the middle, and the end. You know, in the
Yeah. What's my gift? What y'all get me? What you get the boss that got nothing? Oh, okay. Oh, I ain't gonna be here. I need to get it before I go. I want to take it with me. Huh? Oh yeah, I will. I'm gonna get it in the morning and I gotta get it at night. Give me a hint what it is. Hey, man, they ain't wrapped them down presents to the night before. My granddad would send me to the car. Hey, boy, go get that in the trunk of my car. Never mind. Bring your ass back in the house.
You finished Christmas shopping already?
Yeah,
You
I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done with Christmas shop. I'm done with Christmas shopping by the end of November.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, hey, what you want? It's easy. Mama want money. Sister
Right.
want money. My brother say he good. The kids got what they got. Grandkid got what he got.
But you see, I mean, you got to think. We got a shit, man. I got a whole platoon over here.
Yeah,
The onus
man.
ain't on me. I don't do the shopping. I asked for your list. You know, everybody gave me the list. You know, the little babies gave me their list. All the kids
Yeah.
are grown. They gave me the list, and I told you how I am with them because they don't ask for anything during the year. They can act up. They can act up Christmas time, and they're gonna get it. And you already know who got to go do all the shopping online and at the store. You know it ain't me.
Yeah.
So you know you know I ain't that I ain't finna say no. I ain't saying
Yeah. Hey, put your order in. Y'all know 1-800-Shelly.
Okay, yeah.
That's because that's what they call. They don't. Hey, they call Shelly. They tell Shelly, well, the kids say they want this. This one say they
Right.
want this. This one say they want that. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Your mama say she want money. Even though she get money every month that comes out of my account, it goes into her account. How much money you need, mama? And stop playing the slots. You have a lot more money. Play the damn slots. Ocho, woo! Unc Ocho, I have a question for y'all. What do you think? I don't know, Ham. I think this might be you might be talking about you. Ocho, he's asking a question. What do you think is worse? A husband having a baby outside of the marriage and his wife finding out, or a wife getting pregnant outside the marriage, but the husband thinking it's his? Oh, the latter. What the hell you mean, which is worse? The latter.
Hey,
I mean, both of them. Ocho is almost like a ton of, which is heavier, a ton of bricks or a ton of feathers. Neither is a good situation. But boy,
hey, Unc, that sounds like a Lifetime movie, Unc. Now I understand it does happen in real life. When you situations like that, when they have movies come from real life situations.
Absolutely.
Always. It got to come from somewhere. Stuff like that though. But that's crazy, Unc.
Yeah.
I done see it on Maury a few times.
That's a bold woman to do something like that.
Huh?
That's a bold boy. You play. Look here. You ain't playing with fire. You playing with nuclear material. Cause boy,
listen. They're both bad, and it's a double standard. Where the latter is way worse.
Yeah. I don't wish that situation on anybody. So look, ladies, I don't want you to think that I'm trying to side because I'm a man. I'm siding with the man. And men, I don't want you to think I'm trying to play the PC route and go with the women. I don't wish that. But boy, that latter situation, boy, a wife, boy, you play with fire. Both of y'all.
Wait, you talk about playing with fire, about getting pregnant. You playing with fire, let alone getting caught sleeping with another man in general. Certain men aren't built to be able to deal with some that
No.
stuff that women take from us. Certain men ain't able to deal with that type of pain. Wait, you gave up to him to what? He had your legs quarter to three. My stuff.
And he
what?
and his seed growing inside.
Now that's a whole nother story. Not only
Lord,
hold on, he put his pickle. He put the pickle in the jar, and you got the
Ocho. This man done shot up the club. I mean, he just spraying the club up.
Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you how he spraying the club up. And Harlem Nights, the goddamn shootout scene with our video.
Yeah.
Bah. Put that little shit up, nigga.
That must have been what the husband was doing. He would have that what they were spraying with, and he got that bah. Ooh, Lord have mercy.
Man, listen, man.
Look here, man. I wouldn't wish that on no. Have I heard of situations like that?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I've absolutely heard of a being married and the woman getting pregnant out. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, and one thing about it, as men, especially in the chat, one thing that you can never do, you never let your ego and your pride get in the way and thinking it can't happen to you. Don't matter who you are, don't matter how much money you got, don't matter how good you look. You hear me? Yeah, but don't be no fool. Don't be naive. No, it can definitely happen to you.
Yeah.
It don't matter who you are. It don't matter who you are. It's just life. Sometimes life throw you curveballs. You got to make. You gotta, boy.
Yes, Ocho, I don't know, Ocho. You better cover that thing and have that rail like a dead president. Just sit down and slump down in the chair.
Oh man.
Nobody knows the trouble I see. Nobody knows.
Hey.
Man, why you mess up somebody's name with that one?
Boy. That's life, boy.
Woo.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, man. And Ocho, it's one thing, and then you let him shoot up the club.
Lord.
You let the man spray the club.
Oh Lord. Oh, I'm hurting.
Oh man.
No. Oh.
And then guys, don't ask. Is it good? Is he better than me? You don't want to know that answer.
Hey, shit, I'm taking notes. Well, baby, talk to me now. Where am I at?
No, don't talk to me. Don't tell me nothing. No, I want to know. I don't want to know.
Come on.
Man, that man done put that Alabama black snake on that woman and you talk about you want to know. The hell no. Nah, man, come on. Nah, don't say, nah. I'll let you, hey, baby, damn, how could you do this to me?
Let it out, Let it out.
Baby, I love you.
Hey, hold on. Hey, remember that video? You was my cinnamon apple. You was my cinnamon apple. What happened? Where did we go wrong? What happened to communicating? What happened to communicating? You done.
Yeah, you are. Hey, Ocho, remember that movie with Samuel Jackson? Black Snake
Mode? Yeah.
I'm just like, nah, Lord. Lord have mercy.
That's funny.
Yeah, hey, that's what I'm saying. Do not ask no questions you don't want to know the answers to. It doesn't matter if it was good or not. The damage, the result is the result. Shannon, were you a good student? I got a degree from Savannah State. Don't matter if I was a good student. I got a degree. It was good enough to do the job.
That's all that matters.
Well, Lord, man, let me get off of this, Ocho, man.
Man, you're hurting over there, huh? Don't let it get to you. Don't let it get to you, baby.
Man, let me go out there and make sure them choppers right.
Hell no.
Malik C said, Uncle Ocho, hey, you shouted out my Aunt Mo live stream. Yes, she's still chefing it up in the kitchen. How bad you missed that chicken and yellow rice? Cause we get it, we can get it to you. Ah, man. As a matter of fact, when we sent that thing out, Kim Alexander, she was at the show in Dallas. Me and her husband, rest his soul, Eli, and Eli was there, and April Crockett. They remember. Ocho, when I say that poor child can cook, and but see, the thing is, there's a difference between somebody can cook and then somebody that loves to cook. She loved to cook. So I'm talking about, and people like, she cooked every day. Mo cook fresh. I'm talking about chicken and rice, fried chicken, mac and cheese. I'm talking about she cooking, because a lot of times the guys were going over there, we going over there to eat. So she cooking for 10, 12 people, 14 people.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
That's different. You know.
Hey, Malik, where Mo at? Tell Mo I said hello. And tell her send some chicken and rice and mac and cheese. And that cake. Tell her to send that pound cake too.
If she know how to bake, I would love a yellow cake with chocolate icing. That's something that I love. That's something I love.
Hey, them ladies gonna get they did the cake for me. They're gonna get
okay. There it is. Talk to me now. I'm right there in Miami. I'm not hard to find. If you ever come to Miami, all you gotta do is ask somebody. They'll point you in the right direction to where I'm at.
The real J Star, Uncle Ocho, can you give my bro a happy birthday shout out? He turns 36 and he's a Raven fan. Bro, you should have gave us a name. But happy birthday, bro. Ravens are back in the playoffs. That's a great birthday gift because you know that's what you guys want. I know the only thing that'll make you guys even happier than that would be for the Ravens to get to and win the Super Bowl, because I know what it was like when we won the first one. I can imagine what it was like when they run the second one, because that was Ray's last game. And they've been yearning for that ever since, what was that, 2012? Like 2012, they won. They beat the 49ers. So congratulations, bro. Happy birthday. Congratulations on the Ravens for making the playoffs. Big things ahead, I hope, for you guys. Bloud 91 said, put that hood on again and do the gangster. IG, my stomach hurt. Man, you know what I'm saying? I need that thing. You know, I got that stick upstairs. I should run upstairs to get that stick. But, you know, YouTube would take our page, Ocho. We on our best behavior right now.
Don't do that.
We got 9 more days.
And we can play our videos again?
Yep. 9 more days and we'll be gone drinking beer, pissing phone.
Ready.
We don't drink no beer. Nobody drink no beer here. Oh, man. 9 days. That was the longest 90 days, Ash. But that's all right. Ocho, look, we lost a couple of dollars, but guess what? We be back.
Them couple of dollars, we gonna make that back up. Ain't no.
Ocho, I can't show up with this right here. That's all I got. I can't show up with that right there. Side holster. With that pew 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 pew. That's all I got. Hey. That's all I got. That's all I got. But but guys, we appreciate that. I'm sorry that, you know, because before we could show videos, and it would better give you an illustration of what Ocho and I are going to be discussing and what we're talking about. But we just we just can't take the chance, guys. I'm sorry, and I know you guys understand, but we just can't take the chance right now. We're so close. We're so close from being off of probation. Man, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Yeah, you know, I got that plug. What y'all need? You know, I got that thing for y'all.
Speaking of plugs, man, I don't, man, listen. What happened? I don't know how they do it where you from, but what happened to the boosters, man? During the holidays, the boosters ain't the same no more, man.
Hey, no, because we used to be able to go to the barbershop and we got everything. What? You get cologne, you get phones, you get TV.
I don't know what happened to the boosters, man. Golly, if you're in Miami, I mean, I'll be in Miami tomorrow. I land tomorrow. You know, y'all holler at your boy.
Yeah,
I be a
yeah,
grandma in the city in the 40s now, just, y'all holla at your boy. Damn.
yeah. It ain't like that no more, Ocho. It ain't. It
I
ain't.
don't
You're
know.
right.
I
I
don't
mean,
know what they've been
clothes.
doing, man.
I mean, but now I got a homeboy. He always get ish I don't need. Hey, Sharp, I got a pressure washer. What the F I need a pressure washer for? Do I look like a he ain't got a pressure washer, a weed eater. I don't own no construction company. I need a weed eater for. Bro, you need to get me something I need. No, bro, no. I don't need no weed
Yeah,
eater.
no.
But I thank you. Man, dude, Haram, Elijah Wan. Man, look here, man. Don't you come back with no more questions like that. Talk about which is worse.
You don't went back to that again?
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, Ocho, I ain't got no wife.
Right.
I ain't got no wife, so I ain't got to
Right,
worry
right,
about that. But hey, but 25, you know what that was ahead of. No, you never know what's in store for 25. Because what they say, what a time to be alive in 25. O'Shea.
Yeah,
But O'Shea might have to unclog the pipe and see if it's still working.
It's working. You never know. Listen. Don't forget February right around the corner.
Nah,
February
rusty.
right around the corner now. February right around the corner.
Nah, I ain't gonna take this. This is thing. If I get this thing right, it's January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September.
Yeah.
My old September baby.
Okay, there it is. There it is. But I'm just saying,
September baby.
Yeah. Might well.
I'm just gonna tell you, I might not have one, but it won't be for lack of trying. I'm just gonna let you know what it won't be for lack of trying because I'm going all out.
There it is. There it is.
Man, let me stop.
I don't listen. Hey, listen. It's all about manifestation. Go ahead and manifest that thing now.
Nah. I don't want to manifest
It's
that.
too late. You done said it now. You done said it now. And listen, the one thing about it, what God told you, man, your grandma told you back in the day, the tongue is powerful. Be careful what you wish
Yeah,
for.
they power in the tongue.
It is.
I know it's power in the tongue.
Yeah.
Sometimes you ain't got to talk. Sometimes it'll talk for you. You know what I'm talking about, Ocho?
You ain't got to tell me. I wish you when you're right now.
Yeah. But
yeah.
I should have got started early. I want a June baby. I want a cancer baby born on the daddy birthday.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm about to have some kids. Nah, I ain't about to have no kids.
Yeah, all right.
What happened? Something happened. It went away. You see that? Yours went away too?
The reasons that we're here. The reason that we
Oh, okay. Everything's still good. Okay, that was the chat just went away. Okay, we good. I ain't pressed nothing. I ain't do nothing. I ain't touch nothing. No, I don't know. No. I only mess with the iPad. I don't mess with that computer thing. It will tell it. Yeah.
Hey, I'm thinking about, we got Christmas coming up, man. My birthday right around the corner on the 9th, boy. You think I'm gonna still get my Christmas gift?
From who?
Shit. I was supposed to be getting a Cybertruck from from Santa. Shit, I'm trying to see if I'm wondering if I'm gonna wake up.
Man, you don't need no Cybertruck, man. Look here. Take that money.
It ain't me. What you talking about? Someone was buying me a Cybertruck. What you talking about?
Well, tell her to take that money and invest it for you. I mean, look, that's your money. That's her money. You can do what you want to do with it.
Right. I'm just listening. I'm throwing it out there because I ain't talked to whoever, I just want to know, is you still keeping your promise, even though things ain't what they were supposed to be, are you still gonna get me what you said you was gonna get me? I need to
Are you going to get her what you said you going to get her?
Who?
Whatever you said that you was going to get.
Shit. I don't know. I want my truck. Don't tell me you're gonna do something and don't do it. I don't care what happened. Shit. I want my truck.
Well,
And
I'm a
on the
lie.
25th, if I ain't got my goddamn truck, man,
Ocho,
yeah.
you like those things?
I like anything different. You talk about me, anything different. Listen, I changed my name, my last name to a number that ain't even spell correctly. Yes, I like that ugly ass truck. It fits me. It's ugly.
Take off with it.
I'm ugly.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. As we watch the college football first round conclude, we saw Notre Dame beat Indiana yesterday. We saw Texas beat Clemson today. We saw Notre Dame win yesterday. And we saw Ohio State win today. They advanced. We'll talk about that. But thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. That guy is Liberty City's own. He's a legend. Bingo Ring of Fame honoree. He's the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro for the Bengals. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And we thank you for showing your support, your continued support, and your loyalty to Nightcap, because without you, there are no us. Thank you. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We have it in stock in abundance. And the holidays are upon us. What better way to celebrate the holidays than with a bottle of Shea by Laportier? If you cannot find it in a city or state near you, just order it. We'll get it shipped to you. Probably not until after the new year. You missed the cutoff of December 18th to make sure that you get it by December 30th. One more favor. Please drink responsibly. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. Our newest release just dropped last month. We had T-shirts and sweats, and we also had stocking stuffers such as beanies like the one I'm wearing, koozies like this, and mugs. Quantities are limited, so make sure you grab yours while supplies last. Everyone should start receiving their orders today, and the remaining orders should be delivered on Monday and Tuesday. Let us know what you think about the product, what you think about what you ordered. Do you like the quality, and do you like the way it looks? Hopefully, you're pleased with both. Tickets for the Super Bowl show in New Orleans, our first spring tour stop, are on sale now. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. February the 6th in New Orleans. Be there. I promise you don't want to miss this. Got some nice guests lined up for you. We've been nominated for 2 Sports Podcast Awards, Best American Football Podcast and Best Sports Comedy Podcast. Please go vote. The link is pinned in the chat, and it's also pinned on our social pages and all of our social bios. Ohio State defeated Tennessee 42-17. The Chiefs, Mahomes looked just fine as they win 27-19 to move to 14-1. One win away from securing home field throughout the AFC playoffs. The Ravens defeated the Steelers. Got a big day from Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry by the score of 34-17. Russell threw a pick six, and he fumbled going in as the Ravens take those 2 turnovers and turn the Steelers away. Texas, number 5 Texas, defeated the Clemson Tigers 38-24. Penn State, number 6 Penn State Nittany Lions defeated the number 11 SMU Mustangs by the score of 38-10. Notre Dame defeated Indiana. That was yesterday's score, 27-17. And Travis Hunter's leaning toward entering the draft as a cornerback, working out as a cornerback, but he's told teams he would like to play on both sides of the football. And what the indications are, he'd be a full-time corner, and they would have packages that would allow him to play on the offensive side of the football. The Falcons are expected to Kirk Cousins before the $10 million roster bonus, but $100 million guaranteed. He made $62 this year. He's entitled to another $38 million in 2025. That concludes Nightcap. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We will see you tomorrow night after Sunday Night Football. Again, thank you guys for joining us, and happy early holidays. Y'all like the tee? You like my hoodie? Beanie?